Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic stream. Thank you guys so much for joining us here for Monday Night Football. We have the Dolphins and the Saints both entering this game here at 7-7. Miami 2-4 on the road. The Saints 2-4 at home. Who will win? And this is also going to be Ian Brick's first start here for the Saints, but we'll touch on that in a second because the Dolphins, they'll be getting the football first here and ready to get things started here for Miami Dolphins here. And let's see how things play out for the Dolphins here. So Tua and the Dolphins will start things off here on offense, and let's see how it goes. 1st and 10 for Miami from their own 21-yard line. I'm expecting this to be a highly defensive, competitive game in this one, but we'll see how Tua in the offense phases against the Saints here. Receiver goes in motion. Tua takes a snap, fakes it to the back, throws it to the tight end there. And so that is Gesicki there with the reception, picks up 4 yards on the play. 2nd and 6 coming up from the Miami 25-yard line. So he picked up 4 yards on the play. All right, so here we go. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun formation, you've got 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Gaskins goes in motion. Tua takes the snap. Saints in at 4. Tua steps up, throws it, and it's complete there by Jalen Waddle, and he's going to pick up 4 yards on the reception. 3rd down coming up. So these 3rd downs are going to be critical for the Miami Dolphins here. We're going to have to find out if they're going to be able to convert on some of these 3rd downs or if the Saints defense will be able to get a 3 and out here. I'm expecting a very defensive game here, so these 3rd downs are critical. You get a situation like 3rd and 2, those are musts in this game. You have to convert these. All right, here we go, 3rd and 2. 2 in a shotgun. They've got Jalen Waddle back there with him, takes a snap. Tua looking's going to throw it to Waddle, and Waddle out the backfield gets a reception and a 1st down there. Picked up 4 yards on the play. They needed 2. Gave him 4, plus there's a penalty. So already Jalen Waddle has 2 receptions in this one. All right, so let's see the penalty. All right, so they're going to call a necessary roughness there by Lattimore for slinging him out of bounds there. Extremely unnecessary. You know they were going to throw the flag on that one. So that's going to give Miami even more yards. So tack on 15 yards to that one. Now we're looking at 1st and 10 from the Dolphins, 49-yard line. So just about midfield here for Miami on their first drive of the game. All right, here we go, 1st and 10. Tua takes a snap, going to hand it to the back there. In the back, that is Johnson off the left tackle there. He's going to pick up 2 yards with a forward progress. And now we got 2nd and 8 coming up here. All right, so here we go. 2nd and 8 coming up after that 2-yard carry. Again, that was Duke Johnson for Miami. All right, here we go. Johnson in the backfield. You got trips towards the bottom of the screen there. Tight end goes in motion. 2 tight ends on the play. Now Jalen Waddle goes in motion. Tua takes a snap. Gonna hand it to the back up the middle there on the left side. And so, yeah, Duke Johnson picks up another 2 yards. Now we got 3rd down coming up, 3rd and 6 for the Dolphins here from the Saints 47-yard line. 3rd down is going to be critical for Miami in this game. All right, again, we're still here in the first quarter with 12 minutes left to go here in the first quarter, and it's still 0-0 Dolphins here, first possession of the game here, looking to see what they can do on 3rd and 6 and if they can get this 1st down. Trips towards the bottom of the formation, 2 in the shotgun. He's got Jalen Waddle in the backfield with him. Takes a snap. Tua looking, feels the pressure, and he overthrew Gaskins on that one, incomplete. He had Gaskins there. If he caught it, that might have been just enough to possibly get to the 1st or at least make it within the yard, but it's going to be incomplete. Yeah, that's a pass that Tua's got to make. I know the pressure was getting there, but that is one that Tua has got to be able to make. So now fourth down's coming up. So the Dolphins will have to punt the ball. Again, a drive like that, you at least got to get 3 points against a defense like the Saints. Punt's on the way. Let us see if we will get a return. All right, we will get a return there. And he'll take it all the way to about the 16-yard line. So now we'll get to see the rookie from Notre Dame, Ian Book, make his first start of his NFL career, and we will get to see how that plays out here for the Saints. The Saints, we saw last time we saw these guys out there, they went out there, defense was superb, but offensively, they left a lot to be desired offensively. So we will see if Ian Book can come in here and provide some type of spark for the offense. I mean, he does have some talent around him to work with. He's just got to go out there and be the missing piece to the puzzle out there. And so, Alexis, how are you doing? How are you doing? I hope that you had a great Christmas weekend and stuff, but definitely glad to have you here on the stream. How are you doing? Appreciate you for joining. And again, right now we are at the commercial here, and the Dolphins had the football first, and they just punt the ball. So therefore, we're going to see what the Saints can do here for their first drive of the game with their new rookie quarterback out of Notre Dame, Ian Book. And hopefully he can jumpstart this offense here, because the Saints, they have the defense that can go all the way. They just need an offense that can complement that defense. And obviously, when you got a guy like Alvin, that's going to help out a lot. They've got a lot of receivers that can go up there and make some deep ball plays and stuff, but they need someone who can get the football to them consistently and just make the smart play. All right, so you're doing good. That's great. Great. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Absolutely glad to hear it. I'm definitely rooting for the Saints in this one. Definitely it'll help my Patriots see the Dolphins lose. That's for sure. But just definitely want to see the Saints win this one. And I'm rooting for Ian Book here for the first time ever, because back when he was in college, I was probably rooting against him every single week. But I'm going to be rooting for him tonight. So hopefully he can provide that spark. So Alexis says, is my Eagles going to make the playoffs? I'm pretty sure the Eagles make the playoffs there. I was looking at their schedules, and then you look at some of the other teams and their schedules that they have. I like the Eagles' chances. I mean, I believe the Eagles do play the Washington football team one more time, if not this upcoming week. That should definitely be a W right there for the Eagles. And then I forget who you – you guys end with, I think, the Cowboys there. But I think if you beat Washington, I'm pretty sure by the time you get to that Cowboys game, I think the Eagles will be in there. I think they'll be in there. So I personally think the Eagles will be in the playoffs. Jay in the Bay, what's good? What's good? Yeah, I got the Saints winning this one. As a Patriots fan, I want to see the Dolphins lose. You already know. So I'm going to be rocking with the Saints here, but it's going to depend on this rookie, Ian Book. Meanwhile, he's going to line up under center. Got a fullback in the back. We're going to hand it to Alvin Kamara off the left side there, and he's going to pick up 3 yards behind the left guard there. 2nd and 7 coming up there. But, Jay, your 49ers been looking good, but I am concerned about Jimmy G. I mean, what's going on with that injury? From what I'm hearing, I'm at least under the impression that I should expect for Jimmy to miss this upcoming contest. So let me know about that. And so, Michael, what's good? How does it feel to be atop the division? Definitely let me know, because I no longer know that feeling. Meanwhile, Ian Book, his first pass of the game, and it's completed. So first pass of the game for Ian Book, and he booked it there to the big guy, tight end right there. Picked up a solid 4 yards in the play. Now we got 3rd and 3. Third down is going to be critical in this football game. We're talking about two teams that pride themselves on very good defense, and these defenses excel on primetime matchups. We saw Miami a couple weeks ago when they played Baltimore. They really shut that offense down completely before anybody else started shutting it down. Like, they shut it down completely. We saw the Saints, obviously, against Tampa Bay multiple times recently, shut that offense down. We know what both teams can bring. So third down are going to be those that you have to convert on 3rd and less than 5. Meanwhile, Book takes it, and he's picked off. Oh my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Picked off already, a pick 6. So how about that? Wow. You want to make a bad impression, you go out there your second pass of the game and you throw a pick 6. Wow. Just like that. I mean, the ball was tipped there. The ball was kind of tipped there, but man, that's tough. In a game like this, you cannot make these mistakes. You just can't do it. But yeah, Michael, who you got in this one, and what's your score projection for this one? And so Alexis says, what my Eagles need in the draft. And so if I'm the Eagles and stuff like that, I mean, personally, you can't go wrong with the offensive line. You really cannot go wrong with the offensive line personally. So, and I know that this upcoming draft, especially early in the draft, there's a lot of defensive players to look at, especially, around that defensive line, linebackers. Those are going to be a lot of the key players that's going to be taken early on, but you can really get a lot of value, I think, when you talk about offensive linemen and stuff, like a little bit beyond those first couple picks and stuff. So a lot of options like that, seriously. But yeah, appreciate you guys for joining here. We're at the commercial. We just had a pick six happen there. Ian Book on his second NFL pass threw a pick six. The ball was tipped and caught by the Dolphins defender, took it to the house. Let's see, Michael says Dolphins defense. And so, hey, Michael knows about that Dolphins defense. When he says the Dolphins defense are coming to play, you best believe they're coming to play. Absolutely. And so let's see. Jay says, okay, so Jay needs the Eagles to win out. And so, okay, bet. And so, yeah, absolutely. I think the Eagles definitely win this week. I feel like they're definitely going to win this week. And so I'm pretty confident in saying that. Meanwhile, we're still at the commercial right now, but the score is Dolphins 7, Saints 0. So the Saints will get the football back here since Miami scored off that pick six. And we'll see if Ian Book, how you respond to these situations, that's what's going to be important. That's what determines those who are good from those who are bad. As a rookie, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to fall down and stuff like that. But can you respond and show that you're unfazed by it? That's going to be what we're going to find. That's what we're going to find out tonight about Ian Book. Can he respond from that? And so let's see. Jay says, yes, since Jimmy tore his ligament in his thumb on his throwing hand during the Titans game, hopefully Trey Lance starts. And so, okay, I mean, hey, it would be nice if Trey Lance can come in and just get things going while the team is winning and it ultimately contributes to the 49ers winning. That would be great, honestly. That would really be great. That would be the perfect way to end it out for the 49ers this season, to be able to insert the rookie and then he just plays at a higher level than what we saw early on. That'd be fantastic, honestly. That would be fantastic. All right, so give me 1 second here, guys. All right, so Alexis says, is Alvin Hutcherson good? Hey, he's good. I will say that. I mean, as much as I hate praising the Michigan guy, believe me, I hate praising the Michigan guy. That guy's really good, like really, really good. And so he's definitely, in my book, someone that is worthy of a first-round pick. I don't know how early in that first round I would go with it, but he's certainly someone that can come in this league and he can really be a staple on a defense for years to come. I'm talking about 10-plus years of getting a lot of success from him in the NFL is what I project. So I think he's definitely a good first-round pick. And so, Braden, what's good? What's good? Meanwhile, after that kickoff there, the Saints are going to get back out there after that pick six they just thrown, and now they're trailing 7-0. So let's see if Ian Book can get it together here. The rookie out of Notre Dame, can he go out there and make it happen? I mean, look at how short he looks compared to everybody else out there. So that's one thing about these short quarterbacks and stuff. Obviously, the Saints, they're no stranger to having a short quarterback and stuff, but it's all about how you can adjust those games because that last ball got tipped. So he may have made the correct read. It got tipped. So you got to be able to account for what you lack in terms of height and stuff. That's something you got to be able to take into account. But let's see how the kid responds here. 1st and 10. All right, you've got, obviously, Alvin Kamara in the backfield, 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers. Book up under center, takes a snap, fakes the toss to Kamara. He's looking bootlegs, throws it, and it is dropped by the tight end there. So that time the ball was on the money, but it was dropped by Vanett. 2nd and 10 coming up. Again, here in the first quarter, 10 minutes and 20 seconds left to go. Dolphins leading 7-0 right now. But yeah, Braden, who you like in this one? Let's see. Michael says Dolphins will win 35-24. Michael, I hope that's the case. And in terms of just high scoring, I want to see the Saints win, but I do hope that we see that much points scored tonight here, because this certainly has the potential to be a very defensive game. Meanwhile, they're going to hand the ball to the back. This time, Mark Ingram out of the shotgun there. They handed to him on the draw, and he picked up 4 yards on the play, taking it to the 29-yard line. So this time, we've got 3rd and 6 coming up from the Saints' 29-yard line. 10 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. And so Alexis said, okay, so you want the Eagles to consider him? That would be good right there. Honestly, that would be someone that if you get the opportunity to take him from where I expect the Eagles to be picking at, then yes, pull the trigger. If you can get him without having to trade up, then yes, go ahead and do that, because that's a guy that you can make a cornerstone right there. Meanwhile, the Dolphins blitz the corner and stuff like that. Ian Book never saw it. He never saw the corner being blitzed, and the Dolphins banked on the fact, with him being a rookie quarterback, that he would not be able to identify it. But still, it wasn't even a cornerback that got to him on that play there. So excellent job of the Dolphins there. They brought a lot of pressure and got to the rookie before he was able to recognize what was going on. But yeah, that would be something that would be good for the Eagles, because anytime, I've learned that from Bill Belichick, anytime in the first round, you don't too much go off of needs, particularly. You go off of the best player that can really come in and make an impact. And so that's certainly someone that can definitely fit both, actually, come in, because you can never have too many great rushers. Believe that. Meanwhile, all right, so we got like I think he actually lost a yard in that return there on the punt. But let's see the Dolphins offense come out here for just the second time in this game. Again, their defense put up 7 points, but let's see what the offense does here when we come back. Again, Dolphins lead this one 7-0. And so Braden says, rookie quarterback mistake. And so, yes, he's going to have to grow up fast in this one. I get why Sean Payton made that switch to go ahead and put him in there just to see what he can do, because quite frankly, this team's locked and loaded. They just need a quarterback, honestly. That is all the Saints are really missing right now. You get them a quarterback that can come in and just elevate the team, or just don't make mistakes and make the throws that need to be made on like 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7, and extend drives. You'll be in good hands. You will be in good hands. You don't need someone to come out there and lead the league in passing yards. You just need someone to not lead the league in interceptions, or at least get you some solid, like move the chains, honestly. That's what you need. And so you say, or Micah Sanders from Cincinnati, edge thoughts. And so, yeah, so personally between the two, I'm more familiar, I should say, with Hutcherson. And so, of course, we'll see how both of these guys do in the college football playoffs and stuff, especially when it comes to Sanders, how he does against that Alabama offensive line. I'm really going to be watching that one, because, I mean, what better test for a kid that's, coming from the conference that he's coming from than to have that challenge against all those guys up front for Alabama. Those are some future first-round picks right there. So if he can go out there and we hear his name being called a lot, that's a sign like, okay, that's someone to target. And that's probably a little bit more of a realistic target right there. But Hutcherson, I mean, hey, that kid, he's got the tools. He's got the tools, that is for sure. Either way, you'll be in good hands. But Hutcherson, I like his game a lot. I just hate the fact that he went to Michigan. That's what I hate about it. But again, right now, Dolphins leading 7-0 here in the first quarter with under 9 minutes left to go here. Dolphins with the football to be 1st and 10 from their own 31-yard line. All right, so here we go. All right, just waiting for the action to get started here. Again, the Dolphins have been utilizing Duke Johnson a good bit in the backfield there, trying to really provide a spark in the backfield for what has been a team that has struggled running the ball all season long. And this time they're going to hand it to Johnson, this time off the right guard, and he's going to pick up a yard on the play. So this time he's got 2nd and 9 coming up at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. All right, here we go. 2nd and 9. This time they're in the shotgun formation. They've got 3 wide receivers on the play and the tight end. Tua takes a snap, throws across the middle, incomplete, intended for Jalen Waddle there, and we've got a penalty. We know what that means. That should result in an automatic first down. So pass interference on the defense there. So now the Dolphins get a fresh set of downs to work with here. 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line. All right, let's see. So you said you would trade Jalen Hurts to the Saints for Pete. One, I would just have to make sure that I get some type of quarterback in return that I can have to come in and fill for him, because you cannot be without a quarterback in this league for sure. Meanwhile, they're going to hand the ball there to Johnson, and so Johnson's going to pick up 4 yards on the carry this time off the left side, following the left tackle there. So now we got 2nd and 6 coming up from the Dolphins' 41-yard line. And so, Cleveland, what's good with you? What's good with you? You say go D. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of defense in this game for sure. A lot of defense. But right now, I mean, it looks like, I know Miami scored defensively, but they look like they're moving the football a little bit. Here they go in the shotgun, take the snap, fake the hand off to Johnson there, pass it to Waddle, and Waddle this time is going to lose a yard in the play. So 3rd and 7 coming up here from the 40-yard line. And that's what Miami really wants to do in this game. They want to target a guy like Waddle and get the football in his hand. Because so far in this one, Jalen Waddle, he's got 3 catches so far in this one for about 8 yards. There we go, 3rd and 7. All right, they're going to go 5 wide here. Jalen Waddle goes in motion. Tua takes a snap. Saints sending 4. Tua steps up, throws it towards the left side deep, and it is caught by Jalen Waddle on the play. He picked up 18 yards, taking it all the way to the Saints' 42-yard line. So excellent job by the Dolphins offensive line. They're giving him just enough time to be able to step up and make that pass. All right, now they've got 2 receivers on the play. Tight end goes in motion, takes a snap, fakes it to the back, bootlegs to the left, throws it to the tight end there, and that's going to be a pickup of 7 yards on the play. So 2nd and 3 coming up from the Saints' 35-yard line. So far, Miami getting off to the fast start here. Defense did their job. Let's see if the offense will do their job here as well. Meanwhile, for the Saints defense, I'm expecting them at some point to clamp down, but let's see when that happens. The last thing you want is for Miami to get going in this one, especially while you're starting a rookie quarterback. Tight end goes in motion. 2 tight ends on the play, 2 receivers. They're going to hand it to the back. Goes up the middle. That's Philip Lindsay, and he's going to pick up 2 yards there. Now we got 3rd and 1 coming up here at the 33-yard line of the Saints. We got 5 minutes and 20 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Again, Miami's leading 7-0 currently in this one. But yeah, Cleveland, what's your final score projection for this one? All right, let's see. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. 3rd and 1. Takes the ball. And so Lindsay faked it to the back to him do a direct snap there, and he ran to the left side there. Now, is the football still alive? The Saints came away with the football, but was he down first? I was under the impression that he was down already, but I need to see a replay. Oh, they ruled that it was a fumble. Let's see that replay. Oh, that ball's out. Oh, never mind. Okay, that should have may have been down. All right. So, but that's close though. That is very close. You have got to protect the ball here. If you want carries, you have got to protect the ball. But he was down though. And again, we're still here in the first quarter, 4 minutes and 47 seconds left to go here. Dolphins leading this one 7-0. All right, still Miami football there. All right, so now we've got a first down here to work with. 1st and 10 from the Saints 31-yard line. So far on this drive, 7 plays for 38 yards and almost 4 minutes in terms of time of possession off the clock. Still here in the first quarter with the Dolphins leading 7-0 in this one over the Saints. Again, both of these teams right now are 7-7. Miami's been 2-4 on the road, while the Saints have been 2-4 at home. All right, so they got Phillip Lindsay in the backfield, 2 receivers, a couple tight ends as well. Tua making adjustments, and looks like somebody's going to burn a timeout there for the Dolphins. That's their first timeout. So again, here in the first quarter with 4 minutes and 35 seconds remaining here, the Dolphins just used their first timeout here in this one. So far in this game, though, Miami for Tua, he's 6 of 7, 37 yards passing, so he's averaging about 5.3 yards to completion. No touchdowns, no interceptions, has not been sacked yet. For the Saints, Ian Book, he's 1 for 3, 4 yards passing. He threw out 1 interception that was a pick 6, and he's been sacked 1 time already in this one. On the ground for the Dolphins so far as a team, 6 carries, 13 yards. Duke Johnson leads them in carries, 4 carries for 9 yards. Meanwhile, for the Saints, Alvin Kamara's only ran the ball 1 time. He's got 3 yards. Mark Ingram's ran the ball 1 time. He's got 4 yards as well. Meanwhile, Dolphins send Waddle in motion. They're going to fake the ball to Phillip Lindsay, throws it to the tight end, and the tight end gets the first down, picks up 11 yards on the play. New set of downs, 1st and 10 for the Dolphins at the Saints' 20-yard line. And guys, don't forget to press the thumbs up button. Also, make sure if you're somebody that's watching for the first time that you do subscribe to the channel. Best way to stay up to date, especially this week, because this week will probably be in a regular week in terms of just the amount of streams that I'll be having. I'll be looking to add some more of those college football bowl games along with the college football playoffs, at least one of the 2 matchups. So definitely make sure you guys are subscribed and have your notification bells turned on. Dolphins send a receiver in motion. Play action fake. Throws it to the receiver. He had a guy, but he was off with his accuracy on that one. So 2nd and 10 coming up. All right, so here we go. Coming up here. Out of the shotgun formation, we've got 3 receivers towards the bottom of the screen here. 1 tight end as well. He takes a snap. Tua throws across the middle there. Tight end wide open, makes the first guy miss. Tries to jump over the second guy there. Picks up 6 yards. It's Mike Gesicki there going airborne there. And 3rd down coming up. 3rd and 4 from the Saints' 14-yard line. So I think we came into this game expecting for the Saints defense to come out here and pick up where they left off at. But so far, I mean, even though Miami's offense technically has not scored, it was the defense. They are moving the football. That we do know. They are moving the football here in the first quarter. And we've got 3 minutes and 12 seconds left to go in the first. All right, here we go in the shotgun. Tua takes a snap, steps up, feels the pressure. Oh, what a hit. He fumbled the football. It looks like Miami recovered it, though, because we had the Saints defender who was trying to pick it up and run rather than just dive on the football. And so therefore, because of that, Miami was able to recover the football. You have to dive on that football, big man. You know good well you picked that football up. You weren't about to take it to the house. You have got to dive on that football. But I like the aggressiveness. Got off the edge there, made a tremendous hit. What a hit. I believe it was Davenport that knocked that ball out. Big time hit. But man, I mean, that's a play. That's a ball you got to dive on if you're a defensive lineman. I'm sure they're telling him that. Like, look, man, just dive on the football and get possession of it. Meanwhile, the Dolphins, a 48-yard field goal attempt. Kick is up. And the kick is good. So it's good. So the Dolphins extend their lead there to 10. So the Dolphins lead 10-0 in the first quarter. 2 minutes and 9 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. And when we get back from the commercial, we'll see what the Saints can do with the football. And so Alexis says that so you're a DJ. That's great. That is great. I didn't know that. That is great. Okay, bet. And so awesome. That is awesome. And so how often do you get to actually DJ? But that is fantastic. I did not know that. And here we are at the commercial right now with the Dolphins leading 10-0 over the Saints. And so, yeah, I mean, they moved the football pretty much their first drive as well, but the Saints defense was able to give them the punt. But that time on just their second drive of the game, they were able to punch it in there and score a touchdown. Get the field goal. And that actually took 12 plays, even though just 39 yards. But the thing is, though, off of those 12 plays, they took off about 6 minutes and 30 seconds in terms of time of possession. Against this defense, if you take that much time off the clock, you limit the possessions that Ian Book and company has with the football, and then you're adding no more points here in a game in which I anticipate to be a low-scoring game, then, hey, that's the formula to win if you're Miami. And you say that's a passion? Love it. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. That is a wonderful passion right there. I am glad that you were able to actually spend a lot of time doing your passion. That's one thing that I have noticed that, since the pandemic has started, myself included with this channel, just being able to focus more so or either take that step towards being in your passion and stuff. So that is fantastic right there. I am glad to hear that. So glad to hear that. What is your DJ name, by the way, your DJ name? 80s, what's good? What's good, 80s? You say, hey, JB, I'm sorry I'm late. I was helping TB12 find a new tablet. I guess he dropped his. Well, while you're at it, get Bill Belichick one as well, because he can use one as well. Absolutely, but glad to have you here. Glad to have you here. Are you rooting for the Dolphins in this one, or are you rooting for the Saints here? Does the Saints really impact? I imagine they would have to some degree, impact the Eagles in some way, shape, or form. But who you got in this one? All right, so we've got kickoff coming out here for the Dolphins. And so, again, first quarter, 2 minutes and 9 seconds left to go. Dolphins leading 10-0. They had a pick six. That's how they scored their touchdown off the rookie Ian Book on just his second pass of the game. And then that last drive, 12 plays, 39 yards, but 6 minutes and 36 seconds in terms of time of possession off the clock, and they finished with a field goal. So now they find themselves up by 2 possessions here, and this defense is going to be extremely aggressive. They're out there blitzing cornerbacks. They're looking like they're blitzing and dropping back people. They're mixing it up. They're trying to confuse the heck out of Ian Book, and so far it has been successful. Ian Book is going to have to grow up very fast tonight. Yes, 80 says Dolphins. Okay, so 80's going with the Dolphins here. Meanwhile, Book's going to hand it to Kamara off the left side there, and Kamara's going to pick up about 3 yards in the play. Try to go behind the left guard there, but the Dolphins defense made the stop. Let's see, Alexis says, I'm mixing right now. That is amazing. That is amazing. That is amazing. Absolutely. All right, here we go. 2nd and 7 here for the Saints. They've got trips towards the top of the formation, got a tight end towards the bottom. They're going to hand it to Alvin Kamara again this time, still off the left side. He's going to pick up just a yard this time. So now 3rd and 6 coming up. 3rd down and 6 coming up. And so the Saints have got to find a way to move the football here on these 3rd downs. You cannot continuously punt the ball. Punting the ball has never won a Super Bowl for anybody. Book takes the snap, feels the pressure, still on his feet, and he's going to get brought down. Should have thrown the ball away at least. But, yeah, he's going to be brought down for the sack here. Lost 7 yards on that, so 4th and 13 coming up from their own 22-yard line. They're going to have to punt the football back to the Dolphins here. So far in this one, Ian Book has been a non-factor in this game. And so the rookie from Notre Dame, he is learning quickly that the NFL is on a different level than what he faced in college. All right, good snap. Punt's on the way. See if we'll get a return here. All right, we will get a return. And so he catches it, bounces it outside towards the left, and he goes out of bounds at about the, looks like at about the 43-yard line there. But there is a point, there is a penalty. They'll probably call holding here on the return, but let's see. All right, so illegal hands to the face against the return team. All right, so just back them up some, and so now they'll have 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line. And so Eddie says, JB, do you think Taysom Hill has a long sleeve shirt on right now? I would say no. I would say no. All right, but here we go. Tua and the offense coming back out there. Last time they drove it down there, took a lot of time off the clock, but they ended up settling for a field goal. That's what they do this time. Receiver goes in motion. They're going to hand it to the back there. Tua still got hit on the play. They hand it to Phillip Lindsay. He picks up 4 yards on the play. 2nd and 6 coming up, but that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. So the first quarter is in the book. So far, it has been all Miami Dolphins. And this one, the defense stopped, gave them 7 points to start with, and then the offense added on 3 points last time. And we will see what they do here on just their 3rd drive of the game. Once we get back here in the second quarter, again, they're leading 10-0 in this one. Last time we saw the Saints team out there, they were able to score 9 points, and that was enough to win. That will not be the case this time. 9 points will not be enough to win. They're going to have to find a way to get this offense going so far in this one. So far, they are in the negatives when it comes to yards so far in this game. They are in the negatives. So they have got to find some way somehow to get things going. I think they got -2 yards in the first quarter. No offense should be going backwards in the quarter. No, that just should not be the case. Got a question for you, 80s. Got a question for you. I know Alexis is also an Eagles fan as well. Give me your top 3 needs that you think for your Philadelphia Eagles and stuff like that for the upcoming draft and all like that you would like to see the Eagles address in the draft. What are the top 3 needs that you think, or even just free agency? What do you think the Eagles need to focus on in the offseason to address? I know you watch your Eagles each and every week, so let me know your thoughts, 80s. I want to know what you think the Eagles need and who you would like to see them draft as well in this upcoming draft. And I also want to know, how do you guys feel about Miles Sanders and stuff? Because, I had him on my fantasy football team earlier, and, I ended up trading him away basically for nothing because I was getting nothing from Miles Sanders. And then the moment I get rid of him, a couple weeks after, then he starts carrying the ball only to get hurt again. And so then, so how do you feel about the running back room, all that stuff? Let's see. 80 says draft Spencer. Well, we know your boy Spence won't be in the draft. He will be going to South Carolina, so no need to worry about him. He won't be in the draft this year. Alexis says, I'm mixing all kind of music. What is your favorite type of music, Alexis? Your favorite? Or better yet, if you have like your top 3 and you have it ranked, let me know that as well. Let's see, 2 in the shotgun here. It's going to toss the ball to the receiver. That's going to count as a pass. And so the receiver there, Lewis, picks up 7 yards and a first down. Now we got 1st and 10 for the Dolphins from their own 37-yard line here. So Miami pulling out all the stops here. And although Gaskins started the game off, as their leading running back, as you can tell, they are not utilizing him to carry the ball whatsoever. He doesn't even have 1 carry on the ground. They've been using Duke Johnson and Phillip Lindsay. They will line him up at receiver a lot of times. All right, here we go, 1st and 10. Lindsay's the back, and they're going to hand it to Phillip Lindsay, and he gets about a good 3 yards on the carry up the middle. 2nd and 7 coming up. Let's see. 80 says, I like how our offense is just need better defense. Okay, so you want to focus on the defense and stuff. And so, okay. Meanwhile, 2nd and 7. We are in the second quarter. 13 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Dolphins up 10-0, and they get the football right now. Let's see. Tua just took the snap, threw it to Gaskins out the backfield here. And Gaskins, is it enough for the first down? I think that's a poor spot right there by the referee. I thought he had it. But 3rd and 1 coming up here from the Dolphins 46-yard line. Yeah, I thought he had that first down. But we got a 3rd and 1 coming up. Let's see what they do. Okay, so they're going to – they got Jacoby Brissett in the game here. I'd be thinking quarterback sneak. All right, here we go, 3rd and 1. Brissett up under center. Tight end goes in motion. Play fake, bootleg, and Brissett. Oh, look at Brissett. Oh, he extends, and he gets back to probably the line of scrimmage. He's still short, but he got back to the line of scrimmage. So you put in Jacoby Brissett, and then you do that play right there. I don't know. But I get it, though, because you're assuming the defense is going to think it's a quarterback sneak. But, yeah. And so, Braham, what's good? You say go Saints. Winning is a breeze. Well, winning probably would happen with Drew Brees right now because they can certainly use Drew Brees in whatever shape and form he's currently in right now for sure. But Ian Book has got to get it together here. Meanwhile, the Dolphins are going to end up punting that ball there. That just goes to show the respect that they have for the Saints defense. They punt the football there. It's not a Saints offense coming back out there. Or maybe it's just a sign that they believe in their defense, honestly. So, we'll see what the Saints will do this time with the football. As so far, they have been negative 2 yards offensively so far in this game. Braden says, Braden, what's good? You say Baker sent Odell a Christmas present. He didn't receive it on Christmas because the shipping wasn't completed on time. I see what you did there, Braden. I like it. I was watching what Shannon Sharp said earlier. He said the best combination in the game is not Aaron Rodgers to Devontae Adams. He said, no, the best combination in the game is Baker Mayfield to any defensive back that he's going against. That was spot on. That was spot on, guys. That was spot on. I was so proud of Shannon when he said that. I was like, I got to steal that one. But, yeah, we're currently right now at the commercial, but the Saints, they're going to get the football here, and they just got to do something. Just get some positive yards or something. Get a first down, and let's go from there. Try to get a first down, and really let's go from there. But I'm really hoping that this offense can get something on this drive, just something on this drive to give us a little bit of hope here. All right, so Braden says, had to get another Baker Christmas joke in tonight. Absolutely. Let's see. Eddie says, I mean, you never know with the draft. That is true. You never know with the draft, but that is for sure. And I'm pretty sure they will have a better idea once we know once the draft order, when it's finalized and stuff, all the prospects that'll be coming out, all that stuff for sure. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. And so absolutely. All right, so Alexa says dance 80s and 90s music. Okay, nice selection there. Nice 80s and 90s music. Like it. I like it. All right, so here we go. Here coming back from the commercial here, and so we really need to see what's going to happen with the Saints offense here. But they just when I thought there's no way they can get worse than Taysom Hill, Ian Book hits the scene, and right now he's the only flight he's been booking has been with the other team so far. So let's see what he does. All right, so let's see what happens here. Up under center, one back in the backfield. You've got two receivers. Got a tight end as well. Takes a snap, play fake. Book is looking. Book throws it, and it's complete. So finally, we got some positive yards here, guys. We got a completion here on the deep left side there for 17 yards, taking it to the Saints' 34-yard line. It's about time. Let's go. And that was Callaway there. Callaway is certainly someone that could really benefit from just having a solid quarterback. That is for sure. He's definitely one of those guys that would benefit a lot from a solid quarterback. Here we go, 1st and 10 for the Saints now. Again, second quarter, 11 minutes and 35 seconds left to go here. Dolphins leading 10-0 over the Saints, but the Saints trying to move the football. Takes a snap out the shotgun, bootlegs towards the right there, throws it to the receiver, let him come back for the football. And, oh, man, nice tackle there, but he picked up about a good 8 yards on that play. That was Humphreys with the reception there. 2nd and 2 coming up. So there you go. Give the kid some easy passes there and let him get it, because the Dolphins, they're going to send pressure. They will send pressure. We saw it against Baltimore. They sent pressure. They know they're going against a rookie quarterback. It's common sense to send pressure and make him try to make his reads quickly. So set the kid up for some easy stuff here to get him going. Book up under center. Takes a snap. Going to hand it to Kamara off the left side. And Kamara, he's brought down there, probably loses a yard on that one. So now we got 3rd and 3 coming up. Chrysler, the defense, going to be looking for Alvin Kamara every time he's out there on the football field. They will not let him beat them. Here we go, 3rd and 3. Again, second quarter with 10 minutes and 40 seconds left to go before the half. Dolphins up 10-0. 3 receivers, 2 running backs. Line up in the shotgun again. Dolphins showing pressure. Dolphins only send 3. Book, standing strong. Moving around. Looking. Running. And goes out of bounds. Goes out of bounds there. 4th down coming up. So the best drive so far by the Saints in this game results in them looking like they're going to have to punt the ball once again. That's tough there. I felt like he should have been able to at least get something there. All right, I see a penalty out there. So we got a penalty already. I mean, they were just lining up. So let's see what they say. Meanwhile, 80 says Jimmy Johnson said it best about Baker. You can't get rid of him until you find someone better. You've already got someone better on the bench, though. That's the problem. You already got someone better on the bench. And so, Indianapolis, what's good? What's good? How are you doing? You said the Saints need to score. And so I'm right there with you. Personal foul against Alvin Kamara? Really? I guess this ref didn't get the memo, guys, but come on, man. To throw a penalty, what did he do? Come on, man. What is that supposed to accomplish? So now that's going to back them up here, and so the Saints will have to punt the football once again. Punt's on the way. Let's see if we're going to return here. Fair catch is symboled. So that's at about the 28-yard line of Miami. So it'll be the 1st and 10 for the Dolphins at their own 28-yard line. Again, they're leading 10-0 currently right now. But yeah, I'm right there with you, Indianapolis. Saints definitely needed to score right there. And hopefully they'll score something before the end of this half here. But you have got to score something. You've got to. But even before that, the defense must come up big here and get a stop against Miami. We'll see if they'll be able to get that stop. Because so far in this one, Tua, he's 10 of 12, 67 yards passing, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but he's been sacked one time in this one. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins on the ground as a team, 8 carries for 20 yards, so averaging 2.5 yards a carry as a team. Both Duke Johnson and Phillip Lindsay both have 4 carries apiece in this one. Meanwhile, for the Saints, Ian Book, 3 of 5, 29 yards through the air, no touchdowns, 1 interception, been sacked 3 times in this one. So he's almost got more sack yards. He's almost lost more yards on sacks than he has passing so far in this one. On the ground, they've only got 10 yards rushing off of 5 carries, so just averaging 2 yards a carry. So, yeah, the Dolphins lead this one 10-0, but that 7 points came off a pick 6 on Ian Book's second pass of his NFL career. Meanwhile, don't forget to make sure you guys do press the thumbs up button. And if somebody's watching for the first time, make sure that you guys do subscribe to the channel, especially this week, with some of the college football bowl games that we'll be playing and stuff like that. You're going to want to make sure you have the notification bells turned on so that you guys will be notified of the streams of which games I will be broadcasting and stuff like that. So definitely do make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel for sure. And again, we're still right now at the commercial, less than 10 minutes away from halftime. Braden says, look like this game is going to be an ugly defensive game. That is what I was anticipating. That is what I was anticipating from the very beginning. When I saw the Dolphins got that pick 6 early on, I was like, is that game? Like, is it game? Like, because, wow. Just what we saw the last time the Saints were out there. Yeah, we'll have to see if the offense can get something going. But meanwhile, for the Dolphins, though, they're going to hand it to Phillip Lindsay off the right side there, and Lindsay picks up 4 yards on the carry. So they've got 2 backs now that they're utilizing, and both of those guys are kind of scrappy type of guys. So it seems like they want to utilize both of them, see whoever gets the hot hand, then probably focus on that back a little bit more, but definitely ride with those 2. Again, Gaskins, he starts the game as their starting running back, but he doesn't even have a carry to his name so far in this one. Now watch the moment that I say that, that's going to be the moment that he gets a carry. All right, here we go, 2nd and 6. Here in the second quarter, 9 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the shotgun. 3 receivers towards the bottom of the screen. Take the snap, and now they hand it to Gaskins there for his first carry of the game, and he picks up 4 yards. So right after I said that they had not ran the ball with their starting back, they give him a carry, and he picks up 4 yards on that one. 3rd and 2 coming up. Let's see. 80 says, JB, any word about the fight on Washington's bench? It seems as if, obviously, when you see the replay of what happened, Payne put his hand in the guy's face. And so whenever that happens, you can expect someone to retaliate and stuff like that. So should never put his finger in his face. But I don't think that Payne meant, he probably wasn't thinking when he did it, honestly. So I don't think it's any real beef beyond that, honestly. It was just caught in the moment. Meanwhile, Tua throws across the middle to Jalen Waddle. And so he gets the first down on that catch there, picked up 9 yards there, but there's a penalty. So hold up, there's a penalty. Let's see if that'll move them back. Hold on, I think I skipped one. So Braden says Saints should run Kamara and Ingram the rest of the game, and so they really should. There's no reason to really do that, and then occasionally just do a play fake and just throw it up deep if you see one-on-one. Otherwise, throw the ball away. But yeah, they got Miami for holding on that one. I think Ian Book is just learning how fast players are in the NFL because you can tell he's trying to scramble. He wants to run and all like that because he's not used to the speed of the defensive back. And that's what some rookies tend to do is just run. But he's realized he doesn't have the speed to get away from these guys. NFL guys are fast. All right, but let's see, 3rd and 12 here. They went with the Wildcat here. And so Philip Lindsay on the carry picked up 2 yards there. And so I don't know why you do a Wildcat on 3rd and 12, but hey, I guess you trust your defense a lot. Let's see, Braden says you called it. And so, yeah, they was just waiting on me to say it. The moment I say it is, I mean, he hadn't gotten the carry prior to that at all. And then they give it to Gaskins on that carry. So I was like, okay. Meanwhile, Dolphins punt the ball. Saints are going to return it here. And so I'm not going to lie. If I'm the kick returner for a team like the Saints, I'm taking it upon myself to try to just be the next Dante Hall or something like that, or Devin Hester. Like, I'm trying to run it back each and every time because, like, that might be the only chance that we get to try to score if I'm a punt returner for the Saints. Even a kick returner as well. And so – Crimes in America, what's good? What's good? How are you doing? I hope that you had a very good Christmas weekend. But yeah, how are you doing and who are you rooting for in this one? You said Washington bench went to jail. I mean, it's always a scary sight, but you see 2 guys that I think they both went to the University of Alabama. So obviously they had that relationship prior. It's just, I don't know what Payne was thinking though, when he went ahead and put his finger in the man's face like that. But yeah, obviously old dude was not going to have that. He was not going to have that. Now, he lucky old dude didn't keep trying to swing at him and all like that. It was just a one-time thing. But, yeah, I mean, that was the only fight we saw from Washington all game long, though. Outside of that, they didn't fight on the field. No kind of fight, no kind of life. They just lied there, and they took it. Just lied there, and they took it. That's it. It's one thing to get embarrassed, but to get embarrassed by a division rival, that's – you never want that. Never want that. And again, we are currently right now at the commercial here. And so we will see what the Saints will do here with the football, though. 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Again, they're trailing 10-0 in this game in the second quarter. 7 minutes and 24 seconds left to go before the half. But tell me this, guys. I know we're talking NFL here, but which college football game are you guys looking forward to the most? It could be a bowl game. It could be one of the college football playoff games. But which matchup are you guys looking forward to seeing the most? All right, so here we go. And let's see what Ian Book and the offense can do this time out. And the shotgun, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Book takes a snap. Book throws across the middle, and it is caught there. Good job by Callaway to make the first guy miss. Nice move. Picked up 11 yards on the play. I'm going to have to make a list of wide receivers this year in the NFL that's in what I'm going to consider NFL jail right now because they are stuck on teams that have terrible quarterbacks all around, and he is definitely one of the guys on that list. We saw Baker. Not Baker. We saw OBJ get released from that. That was the best thing that could happen for him. But, yeah, Jarvis Landry, he's still in receiver hell right now, and so there's quite a few receivers in the league that's having to deal with this problem. Meanwhile, Mark Ingram picks up 7 yards on the play on the left side. That's what you need to see. If Mark Ingram start running like that, good things can happen. Picked up 7 yards on the carry, takes it all the way to the 43-yard. And now we're looking at 2nd and 3 here in the second quarter with 6 minutes and 25 seconds left to go in the second. Dolphins leading 10-0, but let's see if the Saints can put together a drive here. Look at that, 10 points or fewer in the first half. What's that, 7 straight games? They're going to go with the Wildcat here. So Alvin Kamara finally gets some yards there, picks up 7 yards himself, taking them to midfield. So that's what you got to do. I don't care how you do it. Just get it done. Eddie says, close the book. I like it. So many ways you can do with this guy's name. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 here for the Saints. And so they're doing anything they can, getting extremely creative here to try to get their playmakers the football. Out of the shotgun again. Fakes it to the fullback, throws it to Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara does the rest, gets the first down, and then gets out of bounds there. Picked up about 11 yards. However, there is a penalty. If this penalty is against the offense, that may be enough to go ahead and just kill this drive right here for the Saints. Ooh, roughing the passer. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, so add 15 yards to it. Okay. Okay, so that 15. So now we're looking like we're booking the right flight, right? 80s. Now we're booking the right flight, going in the right direction here. Okay, 1st and 10 from Miami 23-yard line. Let's see, preferably if we can get a touchdown, but if not, hey, we'll take the 3 points here. Just give us something to work with here. Eighty says that's roughing the passer. We'll take it, 80s. We will take it. We will take it. All right, here we go. 2 tight ends here. Got a back in the backfield. 2 receivers. Let's go. Receiver goes in motion, takes a snap. Gonna hand it to the back there, and that's Mark Ingram. And Mark Ingram goes off the right guard there, and it's gonna pick up 4 yards on the play before they stop his progress. 2nd and 6 coming up here from the 19-yard line so far in this one for the Saints here. So they're at the Dolphins 19-yard line. So finally, we can smell the end zone here. 4 minutes and 40 seconds left to go here before the half. The offense can just find a way to get into the end zone, folks. We may just have ourselves a game. 2 receivers, 2 backs, 1 tight end. Out of the shotgun. Book takes it. Going to hand it to Kamara off the right side this time. Kamara, nice spin, still on his feet. Gets brought down about 2 yards shy of getting the first down. So 3rd and 2 coming up. I don't care what they say. You go out there, and I would personally run probably a quarterback sneak unless the Dolphins are looking for it. If not, then you run the ball with Mark Ingram or something like that. Maybe even run the Wildcat offense, something like that. But you got to make sure you get this first down. You have to get this first down. You're just too close right now. You're too close. You don't want to have to bank on having to score a touchdown later. Get the touchdown now. That'll give you so much more confidence later on. All right, so now we got a lot of big guys in there right now, facing 3rd and 2. 3 seconds left on the play clock. That's a timeout that comes from the sideline. Come on, Ian Book. You got to book it. Got to get there. Got to book it. All right, so here we go. 3rd and 2 here in the second quarter. 3 minutes and 40 seconds left to go here before the half. Dolphins leading 10-0, but the Saints right now find themselves at the Dolphins' 15-yard line, facing a 3rd and 2 with a rookie quarterback from Notre Dame here making his first start today. He's already thrown a pick 6 in this one, but can he bounce back here and perhaps give them 6 points for his squad? He's already booked 1 flight in the wrong direction. Let's see if he can book 1 for his team this time. So far on this drive, 6 plays, 60 yards, and about 3 minutes and 44 seconds in terms of time of possession on this drive here. And let's see if they can cap it off here in the end zone. But first things first, let's see if they can get the first down here. 2 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back, and 6 offensive linemen. That screams a running play. Please don't do the obvious here. They're going to be looking for Alvin Kamara. Let's try the quarterback sneak or something like that. They take the snap, give it to Kamara. I thought Book was for the trip on that one. And so Kamara looks like he's short. Looks like he's short. Did he gain a yard on the play or I think he gained maybe half a yard in the play, but still short. Still short. Yeah, he gained about a yard on that one. All right, so it looks like they're going to go for it. All right, we've got 8 seconds on the play clock here. Why are we taking so long to get lined up here? All right, here we go. Kamara goes in motion. Call timeout. Call timeout. Are you serious? Are you serious? Delay the game. This team acting like they got the luxury to where they can just score whenever they want to. You almost had delay of the game earlier, just a play or two ago, and then you go out there and just you're trying to go for it to get a touchdown here because honestly, you don't know if you'll get another chance in the game. Then you do something like that. Come on, man. Come on, man. This is. We're not doing this again. We're not doing this again. 80 says, relax, JB's like, no, I can't. I can't do it. Meanwhile, the field goal is up, 38 yards, and it's good. So the Saints get their first points of the game. And we're looking at a 10-3 game. But 10-3 versus 10-7, I mean, they got some points. That's a positive. That's some stuff you can draw on and some positive stuff. But quite frankly, it was just why you already know that they were going to be looking for Alvin Kamara. You should have quarterback sneaked it. That would have been the smart thing. And then on fourth down, you don't even give yourself an opportunity to go for it because you don't even get the snap. You don't even get the snap off in time. That's just pure awareness at that point. You're at home. You're at home. I mean, it's not like they're away crowd. You know, you can't hit a snap. You're at home. I don't know if they taught this kid at Notre Dame, but you got to do better than that. All right, but here we go. So the Saints are about to kick things off, and we will see what the Dolphins do with 2 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining in this one. Again, they're both 7-7 coming into this game here. A lot of playoff implications on the line for both of these teams that are just fighting here to try to keep their playoff hopes alive. And nobody wants to take a loss. Nobody wants to take a loss right now this late in the season. No return on that one, so here we go. 1st and 10 for Miami at their own 25-yard line. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 here for the Dolphins. Out of the shotgun, tight end goes in motion. Takes a snap. Going to hand it to the back. Off the left side there. And so Duke Johnson, picks up about 8 yards on the play. 2 minutes and 35 seconds left to go here before the half. All right, so we go in the shotgun. We've got 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Tua in the shotgun. Saints, they're showing pressure. Let's see if they actually send some pressure. Trying to draw them off sides here. They're looking to take this to the 2-minute warning. All right, so there we go, 2-minute warning. So at the 2-minute warning, the Dolphins lead this one 10-3. They're facing the 2nd and 1 from their own 34-yard line. 2 minutes left to go here before the half, and they have 2 timeouts to work with. Meanwhile, the Saints also have 2 timeouts. So if they're able to get some stops here, they've got 2 timeouts to work with. But ultimately, even if the Saints get the football, unless it's off a turnover, you probably just run out the clock anyways and go to the half because the Saints will get the football first in the second half. But yeah, to recap what's happened so far in this one for the Dolphins, Tua is 10 of 12, 67 yards passing so far in this one. He's been sacked 1 time, lost 16 yards on that sack. Meanwhile, for the Saints, Ian Book, he's 5 of 7, 52 yards passing, 0 touchdowns, had the 1 pick six. He's been sacked 3 times in this one so far. On the ground for the Dolphins, though, 12 carries, 39 yards. Duke Johnson, he's got 18 yards. Blue Lindsay, he's got 17 yards. Meanwhile, for the Saints, Alvin Kamara, 7 carries for 17 yards. Mark Ingram, second, 3 carries for 15 yards. And receiving-wise, Jalen Waddle, he's 4 catches out of 4 targets for 26 yards there. So he's done okay in this one, and he's really been the only receiver that's had a decent day so far, if you consider that decent. And again, we're at the commercial right now, coming back from the 2-minute warning. Dolphins with the football and the lead 10-3 and 2 timeouts to work with. So we'll get to see the Dolphins' 2-minute offense. All right, so we are getting back to the football field here, and let's see if the Dolphins can extend this lead right now, which they currently have 10-3. All right, I see that right now we are at 11 thumbs up, so I appreciate that. Let's see if we can at least get to about 15 thumbs up here before we hit the half. All right, here we go. 2nd and 1 right now for Tua and the Dolphins against this tough Saints defense. Out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. Going to hand it to the back there, and that is Johnson. He's going to pick up the first down there. Wait, there is a penalty. There is a penalty, so let's hold everything. So holding on the offense. All right, so that hold's going to back them up there. We're going to replay second now. So now we got 2nd and 11 from Miami's own 24-yard line. 80 says the JB halftime show coming up. That is correct. That is correct. All right, so here we go. 2nd and 11 here. We've got, let's see, 2 receivers, 2 tight ends, and a running back on the play out of the shotgun. Tua takes the snap. The Saints are sending 4. He throws it towards the right side, and so that is Waddle there, and Waddle with the reception. So this kid right here is a star. Jalen Waddle, he is a star. That is for sure, and so his future is going to be even brighter moving forward for the Miami Dolphins. But he picked up 10 yards on that one. He's still a yard shy, so we got 3rd and 1 coming up here. Again, both teams with 2 timeouts here. If you're Miami, you just want to try to at least get a field goal attempt here and stuff like that. You have to trust your defense. So right now, yeah, Tua's yelling at someone right now. Is that Devontae Parker? All right, 3rd and 1 out of the shotgun. They're going to stop the play there. They're going to stop the play there. Dolphins ended up calling a timeout. There was some confusion on that one, so they ended up burning their 2nd timeout. So now they've got 1 timeout left to work with. All right, so here we go, 3rd and 1. All right, look at the total yards. Miami with 100, Saints with 67. That screams defense that screams so much defense right there. Only 1 turnover in this one, and man, was it a costly one for the Saints. Meanwhile, Tua takes a snap, throws it to Jalen Waddle at the backfield, and so Jalen Waddle, he's going to pick up 9 yards on the play. Again, finding creative ways to get the football in this young man's hand. The rookie out of Alabama. So far tonight, 6 catches, 45 yards for Jalen Waddle there, 27 yards after the catch. 1:07 left to go here in the second quarter. Line up in the shotgun here. 2 receivers, 2 tight ends. Tua takes a snap, throws it, and it is caught by Jalen Waddle again. This is what he does for this offense. When he's out there and he's healthy, he is such a huge asset there for those Dolphins. He picked up 17 yards on the play, only took off 5 seconds in terms of off the clock. And so now you got 1:02 left to go here in the second quarter, although you've got 1 timeout left to work with. Braden says Dolphins rattling their way down the field. Like it. Meanwhile, here we go in the shotgun. Up, we had somebody jump early here. So they had to shut that one down. So, yep, that penalty, give them that 5 yards right there, move them forward. All right, so here we go. 1st and 5 here. Second quarter, 1:02 left to go. Tua is in the shotgun. So you got 3 guys towards the top of the screen there. Takes the snap. Tua just throws it up there, and it is incomplete, but there is a penalty. So let's see what happens here. It's a penalty. Offensive holding. Yep, so that's going to back him up there 5 yards. I'm sorry, 10 yards. All right, so just 58 seconds left to go before the half. Again, Miami's got 1 timeout. Both teams have had 5 penalties on both teams. 2 receivers, 2 tight ends, 1 running back, 2 in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Saints send in 5. Tua steps up. Tua throws across the middle, and it is caught short of the first down, but he picks up about 14 yards on the play, and the clock is still running. 45 seconds. 42 seconds. Up, wait, they're going to stop. They're going to stop the play here to see if he did indeed catch it. Ooh, that's very close. Because you look at it, it's clear while he's going to the ground, he doesn't maintain possession yet, but it comes so close to touching the ground, though. But wow. Let's see. 80 says that's a JB catch, and so I'm surprised you ain't say 80s. That's how I do it my Bojangles and stuff. You know, like rather than let it hit the ground, do anything it takes to make sure that I don't drop that catch. Yeah, I say that's close, but it's a catch. It's a catch. You're allowed to do it. It's a catch. And they're still talking right now. But it's just 39 seconds currently is what we have right now, 39 seconds. left on the clock. Get Miami with one timeout. Again, the referees are having one heck of a long conversation right now. So while they're talking, so right now as it stands, Tua, he is 13 of 15, and 14 of 16. That they updated that 14 of 16, 116 yards. So averaging a little over 7 yards of completion. Meanwhile, for the Saints, Ian Book, 5 of 7, 52 yards passing, 1 interception. And on the ground for the Dolphins, 12 carries, 39 yards. Again, Duke Johnson, he's got 18 yards off 5 carries. Phillip Lindsay, 17 yards off 6 carries. For the Saints, Alvin Kamara, 7 carries, 17 yards. Mark Ingram, 3 carries, 15 yards. All right, so the play stands. The play it is what we thought it was, a catch. So now we've got that part straightened out. 2nd and 2. And so Brian Flores right now is like, hold on, guys. I didn't call no timeout. Wow. 80 says, what is going on? Because Miami was, like they had the completion. They were going to try to clock it, but obviously the replay booth, they stopped it. So right now it seems like Brian Flores is trying to communicate to them. He doesn't want to burn that final timeout. That was not, I guess that was his intention there, to burn the final timeout. Or maybe he wanted to call a timeout and the clock kept running. I don't know which one it is, but it's one of the two. But it looks like that timeout is still up there. So clock is running. 33 seconds. Dolphins take the snap. They're taking a deep shot to Waddle, and it's incomplete. Going against, that's right, Marshawn Lattimore. Former Buckeye. Man, do I miss the days where we had defensive backs like him at Ohio State. Godly. 3rd and 2 coming up here for the Dolphins. 27 seconds left to go. You've got one timeout here. One timeout. You ideally would love to save that timeout there, but you want to take another shot here. You really want to take another shot here. And if you have to go across the middle here to extend the drive, so be it. Tua takes a snap, feels the pressure, and he's brought down for the sack. Wow, brought down. I mean, this Cameron Jordan guy, he's the real deal. My goodness. When the Saints come after you, they come after you. I mean, the right tackle barely put 2 hands on him. So that's 4th and 11. The Dolphins let this one run down to about 4 seconds so they can kick that final field goal before the half. Again, the Saints will get the football coming out of the half. If you're the Saints, you're really hoping that Miami misses the field goal. So maybe you consider trying to ice the kicker here before the half. You never know. All right, here we go. 4th and 11. So this is going to be a field goal attempt by Jason Sanders. Let's see if he can convert on this one. 59-yarder. That was a big sack. Now let's see if he can get it. Saints going to call a timeout here. Saints going to call their second timeout here. So it looks like that kick would have been good if that would have counted, but it doesn't. So now we have that timeout, so we'll just wait a little bit longer. And he says, ice the kicker. There you go. Let's see if it works. I really hope so. All right, here we go. A 59-yarder now. This kicker, in my opinion, he's kind of shaky a little bit sometimes. But here we go. 59 yards. Kick is up. And whenever the ball curves like that, it is no good. No good. No good. Sean Payton is fired up. He is fired up. There we go. No good. So the Dolphins go into the half with the lead 10-3. You might be wondering, why are we so fired up about them missing the field goal? It's because nobody wants to see the Saints down 2 possessions right now. That might be too much to ask of their offense. So that is huge right there. And yes, I'll put it this way. He's not going to be on my fantasy football team next year, Sanders. You best believe that. 80 says, it worked. Sometimes it works. So that's why you do it, because sometimes it works. So there you go. You can get iced inside of a dome. That is nice. And so at the half, the score, Miami 10, Saints 3. Here, both teams again 7-7 coming into this one. Both teams still trying to fight to get into that playoff picture there. And yes, so much on the line for both of these teams here. But so far in this one, the biggest difference in this game, honestly, has been passing the football. You have Tua, 14 of 17, 116 yards through the air. No touchdowns, no interceptions, been sacked twice. But for him, the biggest difference is his connection with Jalen Waddle. Jalen Waddle has 7 catches for 62 yards, averaging almost 9 yards a catch. And so he's only thrown 1 incompletion when targeting Jalen Waddle, because he's targeted him 8 times. Jalen has 7 catches and all like that. They put this kid in the backfield. They'll throw it to him out the backfield. Obviously, he's running his routes at receiver and all that stuff. So yeah, they move him around, find different ways to get him the football and let him impact the game, because he's just that special, and he's only going to get better. Only going to get better. And so absolutely. Then you look at on the ground game, obviously Duke Johnson about 18 yards on the ground off of 5 carries. Phillip Lindsay's got 6 carries for 17 yards there. So they're utilizing both of those guys. Myles Gaskins has 1 carry for 4 yards. Jacoby Brissett, he also ran it one time. Didn't gain anything on that one. And so, yeah, but outside of Jalen Waddle for the Dolphins, you've had guys like Kazicki with 2 catches for 10 yards. And then Durham Smythe, he's got like 3 catches, 31 yards. But it's really just been Jalen Waddle in the passing game. It's been his show pretty much. And then you look at the Saints. Ian booked the wrong flight out there in the first half. That second pass that he threw, that was pick 6. He booked the wrong flight, threw a pick 6. But he's got 52 yards passing off of 5 of 7. So he's averaging about 7.4 yards of completion. He did have like one drive where he did connect on like 2 decent passes, but outside of that, it's been pretty much nothing. He's been sacked 3 times already in this one. On the ground, Alvin Kamara, 7 carries for just 17 yards. He's got only 1 catch in this one for 12 yards as well. So certainly that's not good. You need to see Alvin Kamara touch the football a lot more, especially if they're looking for him in a run. Get him going in the passing game, because he's the kind of guy that can definitely impact the passing game as well. So you've got to find different ways to utilize him, get creative, whatever it takes. Mark Ingram, 3 carries, 15 yards as well, averaging 5 yards a carry out there. And so, but yeah, for the Saints, though, it really has been that defense, though. They've been going after Tua and stuff like that. And so 2 times they got to him and stuff. And so when that defensive line starts to win the battle versus the offensive line, look out. We know they have the ability to clamp down. Can they create some turnovers, though, to help out the offense? That's what's going to be the story in the second half. If they can get some turnovers, they could very well do like the Dolphins defense did to help them and help out their offense here. But, man, I'm still mad about that whole 4th and 2 situation. You're going to get the lay of the game. It's one thing to get a false start. I wouldn't like that either. But to get the lay of the game, come on, man. Come on. Ricky or not, That's just something you just have to be aware of. Everybody's got to know what the play clock says, man. I mean, that's what you do in practice. You know, all that stuff. You have to know the play clock. But that is what we have so far from the first half there. In the second half, I expect to be more of a defensive thing. Again, Miami scored all 10 of their points in the first quarter, and the Saints were the only ones that scored in the second quarter with their 3 points. So we will find out how the third quarter goes. All right, but give me 1 second here, guys. All right, let's see. All right, 1 second here, guys. All right, so all right, guys. So what I'm going to do here for the halftime show today is that with all the bowl games that's going to be coming up, there's a lot of good bowl games that will be coming up here. And so I want to hear from you guys. Who do you guys like in these upcoming matchups? Who are you guys rooting for? I know this is going to be talking about college here at the halftime and stuff. But as you guys know, I cover, NFL, college football, college sports as well. And so, yeah, definitely I'm going to be looking forward to a lot of these bowl games that will be coming up. And so I will start with Wednesday matchup in the Cheez-It Bowl. Who do you guys like between Clemson versus Iowa State? Again, that's going to be played Wednesday, December 29th. Who do you guys like in that matchup? Clemson versus Iowa State. I feel like Clemson should perhaps be viewed as the favorite because of how they've been playing football as of late. I personally, I'll be rooting for Iowa State in that one. I just can't get myself to root for Clemson. But Clemson, I think, should be the favorites in that one. But let me know what you guys think about that matchup. Again, Clemson versus Iowa State. Let's see. 80 says Ohio State. And so, hey, I love that one. I didn't get to that one yet, but absolutely, when we get to Ohio State versus Utah, I do have Ohio State in that matchup. And so I just hope that Ohio State comes in, that they're focused and stuff like that. I know Utah's going to be locked in, but there's a chance that the team could be disappointed by seeing that they didn't make the playoffs there. But we need to finish on a good note this year. We just have to finish on a good note. Absolutely. But yeah, from Clemson and Iowa State, though, I think Clemson wins, but I'm going to be rooting for Iowa State in the Cheez-It Bowl. So in the Valero Alamo Bowl, Oregon versus Oklahoma. Who do you guys like in that one? Oregon versus Oklahoma. That's also going to be a Wednesday matchup as well. And so personally, I would like to see Oregon win that matchup. I would like to see Oregon win that matchup. I know Oregon did beat Ohio State earlier this year, but I hold no beef with them on that one. So I'm going to be going with, I think Oklahoma wins this one, but I'm going to go for Oregon in that one. But yeah, that's going to be the two of the ones that I'm going to be looking forward to the most on Wednesday. Let's see. But yeah, definitely let me know what you guys think about that one. On Thursday, we have North Carolina versus South Carolina. It's not every day I get to see those two teams play, but I'm going for North Carolina in that one versus South Carolina. I'm going to go for North Carolina there. And that's going to be in the Duke's Mayo Bowl. All right, so let's see. And then the game that I'm going to be streaming on Thursday. So my next stream, guys, is going to be on Thursday. Instead of obviously Thursday night football that night, I'm going to be streaming the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, and that's going to consist of Michigan State versus Pittsburgh. That's going to be the matchup that I'm going to be streaming. And so I think in that matchup there, I'm going to go Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh's going to beat Michigan State because Kenneth Walker III, he's not going to be playing in that one. He's going to be getting ready for the NFL draft. That's huge right there. So therefore, otherwise, I would be saying Michigan State. But without Kenneth Walker III, I think Pittsburgh has a chance to win that one, and I'm going to go Pittsburgh in that matchup. I would like to see Michigan State win that one, though, but I think Pittsburgh wins that one. And then let's see, on Friday, obviously Friday, we've got number 4, Cincinnati versus number 1 Alabama in the Cotton Bowl, obviously college football semifinals in that one. And so I think Bama goes out there and wins and makes I think it's going to be a pretty one-sided game, honestly. I think Cincinnati will probably do a little bit better than some people think, but not as good as people hope that they're going to do. So I think Alabama has full control in that one. Let's see. And then the other one, Georgia versus Michigan. Now, that's the one that I have to think about there. I mean, Michigan wants to run the football. That's what Michigan does best, is run the football. They did it against my Buckeyes and stuff. They want to run the football. But Georgia, they will excel against a team that focuses on running the football. So can Michigan pass the ball well enough against that Georgia defense to win? And so I'm going to go ahead and say it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. I mean, looking at all the games that Michigan has played so far this season, that one's going to be pretty tough. But I have to say that I think Georgia gets it. I think ultimately when it's all said and done, Georgia wins a very close one over Michigan. So that's what I've got for that one. But yeah, if you guys believe anything different, definitely let me know for sure, guys. Absolutely. And then on January 1st, New Year's, we've got in the PlayStation Fiesta Bowl, Notre Dame versus Oklahoma State. And so I like Oklahoma State defense, how they match up against Notre Dame there. I'm going Oklahoma State in that matchup. I think that they win that one. Obviously, Ohio State versus Utah. I got Ohio State in that matchup. So in the Rose Bowl. So, yeah, I've got Ohio State beating Utah in that one. Let's see, the Sugar Bowl, you've got Ole Miss versus Baylor. I like what I saw the last time I saw Baylor out there. I do like what I saw. And so if they can play like that, I'm going to go Baylor to beat Ole Miss in that one. It's going to be a good one, though, but I got Baylor in that one. And so those are the games that I'm definitely looking forward to the most for the remainder of the bowl games that will be coming up. But a lot of good bowl games coming up for sure. A lot of them. Okay, let's see. All right, so I guess now we will talk about the actual playoff standings right now in terms of teams' odds to just get into the playoffs and stuff. Who do we think is going to actually make the playoffs here? That is the question. We'll go division by division for right now. So I will start off with the AFC East. We'll start off with that. So obviously the Bills and the Patriots, they're both 9-6, but the Bills had the tiebreaker in that one, mostly because the Patriots lost early on in that opening week to the Miami Dolphins. If that didn't happen, then the Patriots would obviously have the lead, but that's not the case. And so therefore, the Bills, they have a 97% chance in making the playoffs and a 77% chance at winning the division, according to NewYorkTimes.com. Personally, I think Buffalo's pretty much already got it. I don't see the Falcons being able to beat the Buffalo Bills next week. And then obviously the Jets, I can guarantee it right now. I'm willing to go ahead and guarantee the Jets will not beat the Bills unless the Bills play on their backups there. And there's no reason why they would be playing their backups there because they would still need the win because the Patriots play the Jaguars next week. So I fully expect for Buffalo to win the division. The only odds is if Atlanta somehow comes up with an upset. That's the only chance. But I don't like those odds at all. So I've already penciled Buffalo in for the AFC East in that one. But according to NewYorkTimes.com, they've got a 97% chance to win that one. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, though, they say the Patriots have a 95% chance at making the playoffs, but a 22% chance at winning the division. And so I think the Patriots get in there as a wild card. And so who knows? Maybe they have a matchup against the Buffalo Bills. Who knows? But, yeah, I think they go out there, take care of business against the Jacksonville Jaguars. And then after that, go ahead and clinch and secure their playoff spot. Obviously, end of the season going out to the Miami Dolphins. That's going to be a tough one for the Patriots there. That is a game that I would have to say Miami would be the favorite in that game right there. So if you're the Patriots, don't let it come down to that. Go ahead and take care of business next week against the Jaguars and then see how everybody is in terms of health and all like that. Don't play anybody that doesn't need to be out there that last week against Miami because that's a tough one for us anyways. Very tough one for us anyways. Meanwhile, Miami has just a 12% chance of making the playoffs as of right now, but obviously a win tonight can drastically change things for the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, speaking of Dolphins, they're about to kick things off here, so we will return back to the action here. All right, so here we go. So these Saints offense will be taking over here 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line in this one. And hey, let's see if this offense, they got 3 points last time. Can they get something going here in the second half? That is the biggest question here. Let's see, 80 says, sorry, JB had to step away. Absolutely understand that. Perfectly fine. Totally understand that. Meanwhile, Book in a shotgun, takes a snap, bootlegs, throws it to the tight end, and the tight end, he picks up 4 yards in the play. We've got second down coming up, 2nd and 6. So 2nd and 6 coming up here. Ball at the Saints 29-yard line. Again, the Dolphins lead this one 10-3. But the Saints, last time they were out there, they kicked the field goal. Let's see if they can get some more points here. All right, so Book up under center. Let's see, you got a couple tight ends here. About 3 receivers. Going to take the snap, hand it to the back. And so Kamara goes off the left side. They're going to pick up 2 yards on the play. 3rd and 4 coming up. Now, these 3rd downs, Ian Book has got to step up. He has got to step up here on 3rd down. Look at them. They are 0 for 5 tonight on the season, less than 37%, but 0 for 5 on 3rd downs tonight. You got to get these 3rd downs. Here they go in the shotgun. 3 receivers. Got 2 backs in the play. Book throws it, almost threw an interception. He threw it right to the linebacker. So he tried to start off the second half the way he started off the first half. We cannot have this. If he looks to his right, it looks like the receiver is open on the right side, even the left if you make a decent pass, but instead you throw a risky pass down low that wasn't even worth it, because even if he does catch it, I still don't think he gets the first down because of how close the defenders are to him. So the Saints punt the football again. Fair catch symbol by the Dolphins here at their own 24-yard line. So 1st and 10 from their own 24. So we'll see what the Dolphins can do here with their first possession of the second half. They currently lead 10-3 right now in the 3rd quarter with 13 minutes, 37 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. And so right now we're currently at the commercial. And while we're currently at the commercial right now, just a reminder to make sure that if you are watching, if you haven't already, to make sure that you do press the thumbs up button here to show support for the stream. And also, if you're somebody that's not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And make sure you have your notification bells turned on as well, as this is definitely a week. You're going to want to make sure that you guys are subscribed to the channel. All right, so here we go again, still at the commercial. Coming into this game, we had to expect this is going to be a defensive type of game, honestly. Just looking at the matchup on paper, understanding that Ian Book was going to be coming in at quarterback for the Saints here, you had to know that it was going to be a very defensive game. And it has been a defensive game. There has not been an offensive touchdown so far in this game. Again, the 7 points came off a pick 6 that Ian Book threw to the Dolphins. But outside of that touchdown, the defense scored. No offense has scored a touchdown themselves. Matter of fact, if Ian Book doesn't throw that interception, we're looking at a 3-3 game right now. Wow, look at that. Jalen Waddle already with 93 catches. They've surpassed Michael Thomas back in 2016 as a rookie And so I believe he will surpass Anquan Bolden's 101 catches. By the way, loved me some Anquan Bolden back in the day. Definitely was that dude there. Then combining him and Larry Fitzgerald, early in their careers, that was very great. All right, baby, we go 1st and 10. You got Lindsey in the backfield there. Receiver goes in motion, takes a snap, gonna hand to Lindsey, and Lindsey goes off the right side there, and he's gonna pick up 4 yards on the play, taking it to about the 28-yard line. So now we got 2nd and 6 coming up from the Miami 28-yard line. All right, so here we go. Let's see, 2nd and 5 coming up. 13 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. Dolphins up 10-3. They hand the ball to Lindsey again off the right side. Tries to bounce it outside. He's going to lose some yards there. He lost about a good 3 yards on the play. 3rd down coming up for Miami. It's going to be about 3rd and 9 coming up from their own 25-yard line. So here we go, 3rd and 9 coming up. Let's see if the Dolphins can convert, or will the Saints defense get a stop and get the ball back for their offense? Tua out the shotgun. Saints sending 3. Tua steps up, going deep, throws an interception. He threw an interception there. He tried Marcus Lattimore and company, overthrew his receiver Hollins, and he paid for it. Picked off. So there you go. Interception there for the Saints. Of course, if you're a Saints fan, you really wish he would have caught that in stride and been able to try to run it back, but he got the interception. And you look at that. If he'd have just waited through that ball to Waddle, then, hey, but he felt that pressure coming up, though, so he just went there and said, I'm just going to chunk it up there. All right, here you go. Book up under center. Got 2 tight ends there, 2 receivers in the backfield. Book takes a snap, play fake. Book stands still looking. He's going to try to run, and he's going to lose a yard on the play. There is a penalty. There is a penalty. So illegal formation is what they're going to call there. So that's going to back them up even more. Up they declined. Okay, so they declined it because he lost a yard on that play. So, yeah, we got 2nd and 11 coming up here from their own 35-yard line. Again, you have to capitalize off of turnovers. The good teams, they make you pay when you turn the ball over. This time we've got 2 receivers, a tight end, a running back, and about 6 offensive linemen out there for the Saints right now. Ian Book up under center, sends a receiver in motion. Now we've got 2 receivers on the bottom of the screen. Going to take the snap, play fake. Book looking, throws it deep to the left, and is caught by the receiver. I believe it was Callaway there, and it was Callaway with the reception. He picks up about 14 yards and a 1st down for the Saints. So 1st and 10 for the Saints at their own 49-yard line, so just about at midfield there. Excellent job for a Book to throw it there. An even better job by Callaway to catch the ball, take the hit, secure the catch. Good job. Got to love receivers that can catch the football with their hands. That's so important to be able to do it. Book up under center. Went back in the backfield. Mark Ingram. They hand it to Mark Ingram. He goes off the right side there, and he's going to pick up about 2 yards in the play. 2nd and 8 coming up. Let's see, 80 cents is Taysom Hill on your list. And so He would be on my list. The only reason why he's probably not is because I still don't consider him a true quarterback. I consider him just a gadget guy. And so gadget guys don't qualify for my list. But if not for that, he would be. But your boy Sam Darnold, he's on the list. He is on the list. Now that he's getting snaps and stuff again, he's definitely on that list. Play fake. Ian Book feels the pressure. Avoids one guy. Book moving. He's booking it. And he throws it out of bounds. 3rd and 8 coming up. Here in the third quarter, 10 minutes and 28 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Again, the Dolphins leading this one 10-3. So, yeah, right now that list consists of Baker Mayfield and it consists of Sam Darnold. But, yeah, if I didn't view Taysom as just a gadget type of quarterback, an experiment, then he would definitely make that list. All right, here we go, 3rd and 8. Are you kidding me? Are we serious? We're burning more timeouts because our quarterback can't get there and snap the ball? Yeah. Talk to him, Sean. Talk to him. All right, here we go. 3rd and 8 after we were forced to burn a timeout here. Let's see what happens. 3rd down has been the kryptonite for the Saints. Let's see if they can change that. Book takes the snap. Book feels the pressure. Book running around like a rat in a maze, and he just gets brought down. He has to get it through his head. He's not that fast. I get it. You watch Taysom Hill do that in practice. You think you can go out there. No. Like, this is just. You had a guy who, if you was looking downfield, you could have thrown it to Callaway there. He's running that corner route. It was there. If you step up and look to throw that ball, but you've already made up your mind. You're going Taysom Hill 2.0. You're not that fast. You can't book it like he can. And even he doesn't do a good job at it enough to get points. So the Saints punt the ball. Another fair catch here called by the Dolphins at about the 14-yard line. So we're going to Miami come out here 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line. AD says, game is off. It's all JB. And so I'll do my best, 80s. I will do my best. If we have something that happens and stuff and things get interesting somehow, I will let you know. If somehow they find a way to dress up Drew Brees and get him on a contract before this one's over. Yep, riding the maze, absolutely. I mean, that's what he's looking like in the pocket, like it's just going here, there, somewhere, everywhere, super slow. But we're currently at the commercial right now, but when we come back, it's going to be Dolphins football, 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line. They lead this one 10-3. Last time out there, Tua threw a deep interception that was caught by Marcus Lattimore back there in the backfield. Big time mistake. He overthrew the receiver. Jalen Waddle was getting open. He just needed to have a little more faith in his wide receiver on that one, but he just threw it up there. Felt the pressure, threw it up there, was picked off. Can't do that. Just can't do that. And let's see. 80 says, is Mike or Michael stopped by yet? Yeah, Michael was here earlier. I think he was the one that projected the Dolphins to win 35-24 earlier. So he stopped by earlier. Haven't heard from Mike just yet. Mike probably looked at the matchup and said, Dolphins, Saints, I don't see a lot of offense coming out of this one. So Mike probably said, I'll just catch up next time. But yeah, Michael stopped by earlier. So did Jay in the Bay. He came through early as well. So yeah, Mike, I'm looking at it now. Yeah, Michael said Dolphins will win 35-24. So yeah, Michael came through earlier. All right, but we're still in the third quarter with 9 minutes and 40 seconds left to go. Again, the Dolphins they scored 10 points, but all 10 points came in the first quarter. They've yet to score an offensive touchdown in this one. They did get 3 points themselves, but again, all points came in the first quarter. Ain't no speculation. That will be Big Ben's last home game as a Pittsburgh Steeler. Ain't no speculation involved with that. He's done. Meanwhile, Tua throws it to Jalen Waddle there. Incomplete. So we got 2nd and 10 coming up. So 2nd and 10 from the Dolphins' own 14-yard line. Oh, if 95 just jumps a little bit on that one, he could have deflected that one. Let's see. Eddie says, JB, how do you say the Dolphins quarterback name again? Tua Tagovailoa. Meanwhile, Tagovailoa hands it to Gaskins off the left side. He picks up a yard on the play. So now we got 39 coming up for the 15-yard line. So it's like Tagovailoa. So 39 coming up from the Dolphins' own 15-yard line. Third quarter, 9 minutes and 12 seconds left to go in the third quarter, guys. 3rd and 9. Can the Dolphins get a first down here, or can the Saints get a stop? If I'm the Saints defense, I want to get a stop right now, see if I can help out my offense here. But let's see what Tua got in store for us. We can certainly use some excitement. 4 receivers, 1 tight end. Tua takes the snap. Tua steps up, chunks it deep, and he has a man, and this man has the catch. Gained about 40 yards on the play. So how about that? Tua just throwing all his arm into it. Gets the first down, 40 yards off the completion. And it went to Hollins this time. It wasn't Jalen Waddle. No, it was Hollins with that reception off the deep right side. Caught the defensive back sleeping on that play. And so let's see, 2012 DDD, thank you so much for coming through. Appreciate you for joining us here. You say, God bless you and your family, brother. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And you too. Thank you so much for coming through. Glad to have you here. Appreciate you. Absolutely. Absolutely. And so let's see, after that catch right there, they're showing the replay right there. The play is under review right now because they want to review it. It looks like a clean catch to me. It looks like a clean catch to me. But we will see what they say after they review it. But we are currently going right now to the commercial. Again, the score right now is Dolphins 10, Saints 3 here in the third quarter with 8 minutes and 55 seconds left to go in this one. Dolphins trying to get their first points of the second half. And so far in this one, Tua, of course, we got to see if that play stands or not. But right now, 14 of 19, 116 yards passing. No touchdown so far for Tua. 1 interception, been sacked twice so far in this one. Meanwhile, for the Saints, Ian Bookie, 7 of 11, 70 yards passing, averaging about 6.4 yards completion. No touchdowns, 1 interception. Ian Book has been sacked 5 times. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that he's trying to outrun these guys. And quite frankly, he just doesn't have the speed to outrun them. So, yeah, he's been brought down a lot in this one. But, yeah, I fully expect for this play to stand once we get back from the commercial. But if this play stands, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Dolphins at the Saints 45-yard line. So this will be at the Saints territory. So I do expect for it to stand. And so that is what it'll be. All right, so here we go. Returning back to the action. All right, so it's officially going to stand, guys. That was a 40-yard completion. The play is upheld there. So, yeah, that was the right call on that play. 1st and 10 for the Dolphins at the Saints' 45-yard line. Again, that was a 40-yard completion. So here we go, 1st and 10 again. Went back in the backfield here. Got a tight end, 3 wide receivers on the play. Receiver goes in motion. Tua takes it. They're calling the Flea Flicker. They throw it across the right side there to Jalen Waddle, and he gets 24 yards on the play. I thought it was a handoff there, but they called a Flea Flicker there, a delayed one it seemed like, and it worked for 24 yards to Jalen Waddle there off the right side. So now we got 1st and 10 from the Saints' 21-yard line. Look at the space that Jalen Waddle had on that play. AD says, are you going to replace Madden instead of the all-Madden team? It's the JB's on my list team. That's not a bad idea. I like it. That's not a bad idea at all. I should do it. Meanwhile, they're going to hand the ball to the back there. Look at Duke Johnson bouncing off of people there, getting a 1st down for the Dolphins. 10 hard-earned yards on that one. The Duke with that one. So now we got 1st and 10 at the Saints' 11-yard line. So Duke Johnson lower in the shoulder. You want to talk about Madden? Talk about the truck icon right there. Way to run over a linebacker. Again, 3rd quarter, 7 minutes and 20 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Dolphins already up 10-3. And right now, they are 10 yards away from the end zone. They're going to go with the Wildcat here. And so Philip Lindsay, he goes up the middle, picks up about 5-6 yards off the direct snap there. So now we're looking at 2nd and 4 from the Saints' 5-yard line. Again, so far on this drive, 6 plays, 81 yards, 2 minutes and 30 seconds to turn time possession off the clock here. So now Dolphins red zone offense versus Saints red zone defense. That's the matchup right now. Who wants it more? If you're the Saints, you want to, at the very least, make sure that you hold them to 3 points here. You do not want the Dolphins scoring a touchdown while your offense is still trying to find their identity this late in the season. Philip Lindsay goes in motion. They're going to hand it to Lindsay there, and Lindsay's going to pick up about a good 2 yards in the play, 2-3 yards. Takes it to about the Saints' 3-yard line. So 3rd and 2 coming up. Again, 3rd quarter, 6 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. Dolphins up 10-3, trying to find that goal line in a very important 3rd down situation. But this Saints defense, when they clamp down, they clamp down. Let's see if they have it in store here to stop the Dolphins here on 3rd and 2. Tua, shotgun. Tua takes a snap. Tua feels the pressure, throws it up there. Incomplete. Anybody could have caught that ball there. Now, there is a penalty. There is a penalty. Dangerous pass there by Tua, though. Let's see what this is going to be. Okay, so 2 fouls on the play, holding on the defense. And roughing the pass on the defense. So the Saints did everything they could to ensure Miami would at least get a fresh new set of downs to work with. So now we got a 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. All right, so here we go. 1st and goal. 3rd quarter, 5 minutes and 56 seconds left to go. Dolphins up by a touchdown, trying to add a touchdown here to make it a 2-touchdown game. Another thing to remember is that right now the Saints currently only have 1 timeout right now. Goal line formation. They hand it to the back, Duke Johnson. Duke Johnson, he's going to be stopped. He's going to be stopped there. 2nd down coming up. Again, they just need a yard on the play. We'll see if they will opt to go with maybe the Wildcat or something like that. And again, guys, make sure that you guys don't forget to press the thumbs up button as well if you haven't already. Also, if you're somebody that's new, make sure that you guys are subscribed to the channel as well. But here we go. Tua, shotgun. Lindsey goes in motion. Tua takes a snap, tosses to Jalen Waddle, who's going the opposite direction, and he gets into the end zone there for a touchdown. That's going to count as a pass right there. So that's a touchdown for the Miami Dolphins, and now they're up 16-3. Everybody's doing the Waddle for the celebration right there. But they're up 16-3, and now they're going to have to go, and then the extra point should make it 17-3 in this one. So now it's a 2-touchdown game. I'm not liking the odds one bit right now for the Saints. They've got just one timeout to work with and an offense that refuses to go forward, it seems like. So we'll see what they can pull out the bag. But if you got a trick play, now's the time to use it. Now's the time to do it. I don't care if it's a flea flicker. I don't care if it's a Statue of Liberty. Call some type of trick play or something. But that drive was 9 plays, 86 yards, 4 minutes and 30 seconds in terms of time of possession. PAT attempt is good. So the Dolphins officially lead this one 17-3. Again, the Saints are down 17-3 in the third quarter, 5 minutes and 10 seconds. But what really stands out to me is the fact that they only have one timeout left right now to work with. That's not good at all for this offense that has only generated 3 points so far in this one. Let's see. Braden says this game is like last week's Monday Night Football game. Exactly. It really is. It really is. And so it really is. I got to talk to the NFL because at this point in the season, I understand early on in the season, like you don't know which team's going to be good, which team's going to be explosive and stuff. But come on now. You got to know this matchup right here was going to be a full defensive fest. Come on now. There were some other options you could have put tonight. There really was. But they knew what they were getting. They wanted it to be a defensive matchup. That's what we got. That's what we got. But luckily for us, the Dolphins offense, they went out there and decided to score for us some points here. But that's the first offensive touchdown in this game, by the way, because the other touchdown came by a defensive touchdown in the first quarter by the Dolphins. So that was the first offensive touchdown play in the game. And Jalen Waddle, 9 catches, 87 yards, and a receiving touchdown in this game. 80 says, JB, tell your boy Sean Payton to ice that. Give Sean Payton a break. It's not his fault. It's not his fault. I will step up for Sean Payton here. I will vouch for him and say it is not his fault. He's just dealing with the cards he's been handed. 80 says, JB loved the matchup last night. Oh, man. I mean, no. I thought about writing the NFL myself. Said, don't ever do that again. Don't ever do that again. No, that was high key disrespectful. That was high key disrespectful. I mean, I get it. Nobody thought that game would have been that one-sided, but you had to know coming into it that Washington was hanging on by a thread and whatnot, and so that thread got ripped off quickly. If they were the thread, the Cowboys were the shredder because they shredded them. The Washington football team terribly last night. That was bad. And then I looked ahead to like next week. I think next week Monday Night Football matchup is who is it? Is it the Browns and the Steelers? I think so. They gave us the Browns and the Steelers next week. I was like, NFL, what y'all doing? How many more times we got to see Baker come on some primetime matchup? Like, why? So I'm just wondering what the NFL is trying to prove right now. I think the NFL is trying to find the teams that can use the revenue the most and say, all right, we'll put you up there. We'll put you up there. All right, but here we go once again. I think it's safe to say that Ian Book right now, he's got a long way to go. But it's 17-3. A touchdown can make it a one-possession game. So it's not about them being out of it. It's just, can this offense really get into the end zone? That's the question, but we're going to find out. Their only hope is if Alvin Kamara can just go all out, Barry Sanders out there and just go crazy with it and just start running left or right, whatever it takes. Well, here we go. Speaking of Kamara, he's in the backfield here. Book up under center, takes a snap, going to hand it to Kamara there, and Kamara bounces it out to the right side there, okay? And he's going to get what looks to be the first down. All right, so first down there. Okay, 1st and 10 for the Saints, 35-yard line. Let's see. Braden says, They should have put the Pats and Bills game on Sunday night. They really should have. They really should have. I don't know why they didn't. They really should have. It was good the first time. It would have been good the second time. They should have went with that. But no, they didn't. They wanted to put Washington up there. The team that was down to, their third-string quarterback. Meanwhile, they're going to hand the ball to Alvin Kamara. He's going to pick up about 3 yards on the play. That seems to be the qualification, though, to get a primetime matchup. Like, you got to be down 2 or 3 quarterbacks, at least one team, and then they'll be like, all right, we'll put you on primetime. And so, he who knows what's good. What's good? Thank you so much for coming through. Thank you so much for coming through, man. Glad to have you here. Appreciate you for joining us. And so, yeah, but definitely let me know who you're rooting for this one, and also who's your favorite NFL team. Definitely let me know that as well. Meanwhile, Book throws it to Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara lost about 3-4 yards on that one. There is a penalty. But, man, this is – oh, why do the Saints keep doing this to me? Holding on the offense. They have the audacity to get a holding call. Wow. But, yeah, let's see. You say – that's Ben's third Monday Night Football game, too. He's so boring. I mean, this is definitely going to be his last one. That's what the NFL's thinking. This will be the last time we see Big Ben down there in Pittsburgh. I won't let him come back next year. I just won't do it. I won't let him come back next year. I'd rather see Pittsburgh go through a whole year of swapping between Dwayne Haskins and Mason Rudolph next year than bring Big Ben back next year. First of all, they're getting that man hurt, first of all, because he takes so many hits. It's just bad. Second of all, it's time to step away. You got to know when to walk away. Even Brett Favre knew when it was time to walk away. And that came from Brett Favre. So, yeah, you got to know when it's time to walk away. And looking at Big Ben's facial expression, it's time for him to walk away from the game. So I'm right there with you. Appreciate you, though. Meanwhile, Book takes it. He passes it. And it is caught there by I think that's the tight end there. That's the receiver, Humphrey. He picks up 6 yards on the play. Let's see. Eddie says, yes, Braden, that would have been awesome. It really would have been. It really would have been. But the NFL, they know what happens to my streams when I have to stream the Saints offense. Don't get me wrong. I'm usually rooting for the Saints to win. I love their defense, but their offense is really just an offense that triggers me and all like that. The worst matchup I can think of to stream for me would probably be the Browns versus the Saints right now, because I get so pissed at Baker Mayfield, then I get so pissed at the Saints offense, it would just be horrible. Meanwhile, fair catch there, called for the Dolphins, so they'll take over 1st and 10 from their own 19-yard line. All right, so let's see. He who knows says the Dolphins. Okay, so you got Waddle and their defense, but you love the Lions, but we know how that goes. And so, I get you, though, with those Lions, though. But, hey, mad respect, though, because it's not every day I come across the Lions. You're the second person I've come across on my stream that is a Detroit Lions fan. The other person, I know that he actually does some work, behind the scenes and stuff for Detroit. So he's got some nice connections there and all like that. But you're the second person I've come across that is a true Detroit Lions fan for sure. But yeah, definitely best of luck with you for fantasy football, though. Jalen Waddle, hey, he's going off. He is going off. It'd be nice if you get a couple more touchdowns for you, but you have to know what to expect against the Saints and stuff. Absolutely. All my fantasy football teams, we're done. We're looking forward to next year. Absolutely. You say first time watching. I'm loving your company this game. I appreciate you. You say gain the sub. Thanks, brother, man. No, thank you. I appreciate you. You say from Detroit, but I'm here working in Texas right now. Okay, bet. Hey, I appreciate you. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you, and welcome to the community. As you will definitely grow to see, we've got a nice community growing right now. And so, yeah, we enjoy these games. I do a whole bunch of different streams. The next stream that I do will be on Thursday, and that's going to be college football. Normally I do Thursday night football there, but we don't have one this week. So I'm going to do it's going to be the Michigan State versus Pittsburgh game that's coming up. I'll be doing one Thursday, Friday for the college football playoffs. I'm thinking the Georgia-Michigan one. Saturday as well, I'll be doing Ohio State versus Utah, and then Sunday will be the next NFL one, whichever one is Sunday night football. That'll be me. So, hey, this will be a busy week for me, guys, in terms of my streams. I think this will be the most that I stream that I've done in a while in terms of just all these sport games and stuff. So definitely that's good. But I appreciate you for subbing, man. Thank you so much for joining us. Absolutely. Absolutely. Meanwhile, for the Detroit Lions, though, just to touch on Detroit in terms of, obviously, when you think of Detroit, you think about next year's draft class. They just got to make sure they don't make the mistake of drafting a quarterback next year. Next year is not it's not the year to look for a quarterback. If you get someone that you can probably just bring in and maybe just have as a backup in case Jared Goff goes south again or something, I get that. But focus on building the offensive line first. Build a solid offensive line over the next 3-4 years, along with some key players that you can utilize on defense, and then go from there. You know, you've got a young team and stuff. Goff can hold it down for, I guess, another year. But, the next year is not the year to go for a quarterback. I'm advising all teams that will be in that conversation. If you can trade back and get more picks, do it. Meanwhile, the Dolphins are going to hand the ball to Lindsey, and Lindsey's going to gain about 4 yards on the play there. So we got 2nd and 6 coming up from the Miami 23-yard line. Again, third quarter, 2 minutes, 35 seconds left to go here in the third. Dolphins lead this one 17-3. So we go 2nd and 5 coming up here. I'm sorry, 2nd and 6 coming up here. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Tua Tagovailoa is up under center. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, 1 running back. Takes the snap, going to hand it to the back there off the right side there, and that's Lindsey with the carry. He gains 4 yards on the play. Again, for the Miami Dolphins, running the football has been an issue for them all season long, but last week we saw that this offense finally was able to get a running game going here. Most of that came on the hands of Duke Johnson as he was over 100 yards on the ground. And so, as you can see, they've only ran the ball 2 times with Myles Gaskin. So anybody that made the mistake of starting him in fantasy football, yeah, you're definitely learning the hard way. This man at this point, he's just a trophy back in which you start him, but yeah, you put him outside, stuff like that. The workhorse is now officially moving forward. It's going to be Philip Lindsay and Duke Johnson, it seems like. Meanwhile, Tua takes a snap, feels the pressure, steps up. He's moving. Tua decides to run, and he takes a hit. He takes a hit. You never want to see your franchise quarterback take a hit like that. You never want to see that happen. But he took the hit, unable to get the first down there. He was willing to do it, but you got to be smart. A quarterback that comes with the history that Tua has in terms of getting hurt, you don't want to see that happen. The defense has been playing a good game so far. Trust your defense. But, yeah, he got hit there. And good job by the defender not hitting him across the head there and not drawing any penalties. But 4th and 1 coming up here. Dolphins are going to punt this football. 45 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Again, Miami's up 17-3, and they're about to punt the ball to the Saints. Punt's on the way. Oh, get the football. You guys got to be alerted where that football is. He touched that football there. All right, so here we go once again, guys. Ian Book and company. I wonder who's the emergency quarterback here for the Saints here. I know they got a couple quarterbacks that's out for this game and stuff, and Hill and Simeon. So I wonder who is the emergency quarterback here for the Saints. Let's see. 80 says, what if your franchise quarterback is Baker Mayfield? If your franchise quarterback is Baker Mayfield, then you're in trouble. You're already in trouble. And I think the Browns, I mean, maybe if he's not injured like he is this year, then maybe you can deal with it. But this year with him playing through that injury, that was awful. Shame on Cleveland for sticking with that man for so long. Shame on him. Shame on him and shame on those commercials. Hulu has gone down since this man's been on it. But that completion right there for 4 yards to Stills, that should take us to the end of the third quarter possibly. Well, let's see. 10 seconds left to go in the third. Let's see if they actually run this play. They might actually run it. All right, they do run a play here. And so Alvin Kamara's going to take it. And, yeah, he's just going to pick up 2 yards on that one. So now we got actually a yard, about a yard and a half. So 3rd and 5 coming up here at about their own 34-yard line. But that does take us to the end of the third quarter. Again, the score right now is Dolphins 17, Saints 3. And he says, then JB would like, I would not like it for Baker Mayfield if he went out there and took that hit. No, I would not like it. I mean, sometimes it takes a situation like that for the coach to do the right thing, though. If Baker can't play, then he can't force Baker to go back out there, and then maybe we can see what the backup quarterback can do. I mean, because the backup quarterback, Case Keenum, he does have some experience, and he has led a team to the playoffs and stuff and got a playoff win. That's all I'm saying. But no, 80's never that. Let's see, 80 says, you know what JB wanted for Christmas? A commercial with both Baker Mayfield and Spencer Rattler. Never that. No. Nobody deserves to have to sit through a commercial like that. Nobody did that. And again, when we come back, it's going to be the fourth quarter, guys, but the Dolphins lead 17-3. And let's not forget the Saints only have one timeout to work with. Dolphins have all three, but the Saints only have one timeout here. They're down to their fourth-string quarterback, basically. It's not looking good. He's got 75 yards to his name so far, and not to mention the yards that he lost on the multiple sacks that he took. He's been sacked, 5 times in this game so far? And he threw the pick 6 earlier, and so I don't like his reads. I don't like his progression. He's trying to run too much, and he's not fast enough to try to run. It's just all around looking bad for Ian Book right now. So I don't know what to say. Offensive coordinator has his job cut out for him. 80 says, hey, Brett Favre played hurt. Hey, when you're someone that's elite and you get hurt, so elite drops to good. When you're somebody that's already average to below average and you get hurt, you start playing bad to poor. And that's what's happening to Baker Mayfield. So there's a big difference between a guy who's going from great and he's kind of banged up and his production drops to good, and then a guy who's already below average and he gets hurt, then his production drops all the way to bad. That's a huge difference. Huge difference. One guy you can still win with, the other guy you can't win with him. I wish Mike Singletary was here and he would give his speech saying, I can't win with him. Can't win with him. He'll tell you straight up, can't win with him. All right, here we go, 3rd and 5. The Saints are 0 for 8 on 3rd down. Matter of fact, they are negative 14 yards on 3rd down. That's their kryptonite. They see 3rd down. They're thinking they're done. Book takes a snap. Book throws it across the middle. This time it's completed, but it's still short by a yard. And that is Callaway with the reception. He picks up 4 yards. They needed 5. I mean, let's see. I mean, you have to go for it. Let's not kid ourselves here. You must go for it because you must score something here. You've only got one timeout. You punt this football away. You just told your football team, we're taking a loss and we're okay with it. You at least got to go for it. I would run the ball here. Don't pass the ball with Ian Book. Take the snap. What do? They pass the ball. He's looking. Ian Book. He's looking. Just throw it out of bounds. Now, what are we doing? What are we doing here? I mean, the kid's bootlegging. He can barely see above the moving linemen and stuff like that. Nobody was open and stuff. What are we doing? On a play like that, if you're going to call a play like that, I would have told Alvin Kamara, do a delay like you're blocking and then just cut it up there and try to get open backside, something. I mean, we're desperate at this point. Hopefully catch them sleeping on the back end there. But the play call was bad. It didn't work out for Book. I mean, this is sad. This is sad, guys. How many more times we have to watch this offense out there, guys? This is sad. Wow. But here, 2 on the offense goes out of the shotgun. Takes it. They're going to toss it to Jalen Waddle. That's going to count as a pass, and Waddle's going to get 5 yards on the catch there. So Jalen Waddle, that puts him at 10 catches, 92 yards, and 1 receiving touchdown. So that's a good night so far for Jalen Waddle. And you know what? It's not done. Sometimes they put this man in the backfield. I say let him get a couple carries in as well. But, hey, there you go. He's out there putting in the work. This kid has a bright future ahead of him. Matter of fact, he's currently already a star in this league. All right, here we go, 2nd and 5. 1 back in the backfield. Receiver goes in motion. Tua takes a snap, fakes it to Gaskin, steps up, avoids Davenport, able to throw it. It's caught by Mike Gesicki, and Gesicki picks up about 12 yards from the play, taking it to about the 21-yard line. So now we got a 1st and 10 coming up here for the Dolphins. That was a nice move by Tua to avoid Davenport there. That's not an easy guy to avoid. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. So tonight, Tua, 19 to 24, 198 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. 13 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. They're going 5 wide. Miami is fully trying to score on this drive. Tua takes a snap. Tua throws it up there high, and it's incomplete, but is it enough for a penalty? No penalty. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up. Let's see. 80 says, who is getting the Jaguars job? I would love personally to see Byron Leftwich get that job. I know, of course, he's the guy that was drafted by that organization when he was drafted out of Marshall and stuff. But I would love to see Byron take that job. I know he turned down Marshall, the school that he went to last year when they were coming off a great year. But I would really love to see him get that opportunity for that job. I think it would just make sense. Have a guy who obviously knows the organization very well. Go in there. He's been a part of a winning organization. When you're around Tom Brady a lot, things will rub off on you. I would love to see him get that job personally down there in Jacksonville. That's what I would love to see. If not him, if I was in charge, if I can pick a former coach, I probably would reach out to Jack Del Rio again. If I was the Raiders, I would reach out to Jack Del Rio again because I thought he did an excellent job, and I don't know why they let him go to bring in John Gruden in the first place. I thought Jack Del Rio was doing a great job turning that team around down there when they were still in Oakland at the time. Meanwhile, Tua throws it up high, and oh man, that is on him. If I'm Gaskins right there, I'm a little upset with Tua. He put it up there too high, and he led that guy into that hit right there. But here we go, 4th down coming up. Yeah, he put that up there a little too high for your boy, and so he paid for it. Let's see. He who knows says, first time I've heard Mike's name. LOL, it's the Waddle Show. There you go. And so 34-yard field goal to 10th is good. So the Dolphins extend the lead here, making it a 3-possession game. And if you didn't think it was a wrap already, guys, I'll just let you know right now, Saints are not coming back from that. They're not coming back from this with just one timeout to work with, down by 17 points. That means you're down by 3 possessions here with a rookie quarterback in Ian Books with just 79 yards to his name. So far in this one, he's been booking wrong flights and stuff. He's been trying to book it on the go, hasn't been able to do that. It's just not been working out. If he's booking flights, guys, he's not using American Airlines. He's out there using Spirit. And so he's taking those bumpy flights out there. So it's just not working. Not the kind of flight I want to book at all. At all. But yeah, so now when we come back from the commercial here, the Dolphins are going to kick things off, and we will see where the Saints are going to take over here, although they're trailing 20-3 so far in this one here. But, if you started Alvin Kamara in fantasy football, you're disappointed. If for some reason you forgot to check your lineup and you end up having to start Ian Book tonight for whatever reason, you definitely realize you made a mistake on that one. I don't know how many teams you'd have to have in the league to be starting Ian Book tonight in fantasy football, but yeah, that was not a wise choice at all. But what was a wise choice, though, would have been to start the Dolphins defense in fantasy football. That was a good call right there against that. When I saw Ian Book's going to be starting this game, I was like, this has the potential to be very nasty for the Saints offensively out there. Very nasty. But we're currently still at the commercial right now. I'll ask you guys this question, though. There's a lot of receivers out there that are rookies this year that are really having nice seasons and stuff like that. So, you know what? I'll even extend this beyond just the receivers here. Any rookie in the draft, who has been the best rookie in this year's draft, in your opinion? Guys, let me know that in the chat section. Who do you guys think has been the best rookie this year? It doesn't necessarily have to be the offensive rookie, because we know sometimes guys get hurt and stuff like that. But who has been the best? Had the biggest impact on their team this season as a rookie? for any team in the National Football League, any position. How did I know the 80s was going to say Devontae Smith and stick with the homer choice? But you know what? I saw Devontae Smith have some really, really good games there, and he is so huge for what the Eagles are able to do offensively. Because I did watch a couple games where I just saw Devontae Smith look like he did last year in college. When he was coming out of the draft, I saw a lot of comparisons to the great Marvin Harrison, and just like his size, his frame, the way that he goes out there and play. And so I saw a lot of comparisons to Marvin Harrison. So we will see if he can live up something close to that. But I like his start to the NFL, his NFL career, honestly. Meanwhile, the Saints are going to return this one to about the 20-yard line. So they'll take over 1st and 10 from their own 20. And so let's see. He who knows says that Waddle most consistent, Chase kind of slowed down. And so, but I tell you what, though, this was definitely a great year to draft a receiver. If you drafted one in the first round, you got your money's worth, or at least compared to some of the other classes and stuff. Believe that. And so, yeah, I really like that, especially the receivers that came from Bama this year, seeing how the last year's ones, they're still trying to find their zone and stuff like that. But these, they're the real deal. Meanwhile, Ian Book tries to book it up there, and he's going to get about 2 yards on the carry on scramble there, and that's about it. He's been looking to run all game long, but it's just he's not fast enough. So here we go, 2nd and 8. Sean Payton's like, you got to give me something, man. You got to give me something. Lines up in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Dolphins send pressure. And so Book, he goes down immediately. Wow. Sacked him once again. He got sacked 6 times in this game. Those are Ben Roethlisberger type of sack type numbers right now that he is seeing. Honestly, if I'm Miami, you don't even have to hide it, man. Just go ahead and show that you're going to send 5. Show that you're going to send 6, because it doesn't matter. I mean, it's getting there either way. All right, here we go. 3rd and 20. So 3rd and 20, and they find themselves losing 20-3 here in the 4th quarter with 10 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. Meanwhile, Ian Book hands the ball off to Kamara. And Kamara, look at him go, falls a yard shy of getting the first down there. So 4th and 1 is going to be coming up here, but at least this gives him an opportunity to convert on 4th down. So 4th and 1, and Sean Payton's like, oh, man, I wish I would have got that first down right there. I really don't want to have to go for it. Book lining up quickly up under center, and so he's going to quarterback sneak it, and he picks up 3 yards. Ding, ding, ding. It wasn't that hard. You should have been called that play. Honestly, you should have been called that. I mean, because the kid clearly wants to scramble every time he gets the football, so I would have been did that. 10 minutes left to go here in the 4th quarter. Saints trailing 20-3. Lines up in the shotgun. Book takes the snap. Throws it, and it's caught by Alvin Kamara. Picks up 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. There is a penalty, however. There is a penalty. Let's see. He who knows says, what 4 teams do you have in the division championship, and who wins? And so, 4 teams in the division championship. Let me think about that one. So far, they called illegal use of hands on the Dolphins there. So, okay. So we're talking the NFL Division Championship round and 4 teams. Do I have in there? Let's see. I would have to go with, I would like to see my Patriots get there, but it depends on our matchup, because there are some teams right there. If we match up with them, it could be an early trip home. Meanwhile, Book takes it. He's looking. He's going to throw it. And so, wow. I mean, Book, he keeps getting sacked. He keeps losing yards on the sack. Wow. Wow. But yeah, you're talking about 4 teams, division championship. I assume you mean like NFC and AFC championships. I would go Packers, Cowboys, NFC. AFC, I would probably go pinning the match. I got the Chiefs for sure, but that fourth spot though, it could very. Oh my goodness, he's sacked again. Oh my goodness. The last time I seen a hit that hard is when they have a little dummy inside the car and they show little crashes and stuff when they're testing to see how the bags and stuff work. My goodness, that was a big time hit. Wow. He's officially been sacked 8 times. He might go down as the first quarterback in history to get sacked more than the completions that he's thrown for any quarterback with more than 10 completions in a game. Wow, because he's got 11 completions and he's been sacked 8 times. And if he keeps this up, wow. He's almost got more sack. He's almost been sacked more yards than what he's thrown in this game. And so they're going to hand the ball there to Kamara. And Kamara, he takes a hit. Ball came out. They're saying touchdown. They're saying touchdown. Wow. 26-3. If this stands. Sean Payton is looking like, man, I hope we have the bus warmed up here, even though we're at home. Okay, he's down. He's down, guys. He's down. Wow. That is crazy. That is crazy. But yeah, I mean, if I had to guess though, that fourth team, I mean, you could say Indianapolis, you could say them and all like that, but I truly believe that they'll probably run into a team like Kansas City before then. So it's going to come down to matchups for sure. But definitely, I have Kansas City up there. It's just that fourth spot's just a free fall in the AFC. 80 says JB is calling OT. JB is not calling OT tonight. Not at all. Hey, my bad about that one. I keep forgetting to change that alarm and stuff. I keep forgetting. All right, here we go. So 8 minutes and 15 seconds left to go here. 4th and 31, and the Saints are going to have to punt the football here. Get a return here by the Dolphins, and so he's going to take it to about the 39-yard line, so they'll take over 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line. The NFL's got to stop doing this to us. They got to stop doing it. They've got to stop the madness. Stop the madness. Putting on these nighttime games, give us something better than this. Now, we cannot continue to have these. But again, my bad on that one. Ben says the Saints should just start kneeling every play and then punt it. You know what? I like that. Ben. I like that idea right now because basically that's the safest thing right here because my man Ian Book, he's trying to break the record for getting sacks the most times by any quarterback. That's the record he's going for. And he says the Saints are done for the year. They really are. I'll say this for teams like the Saints, teams like the Washington football team, teams like the Cleveland Browns. Those are teams that even if they're not mathematically eliminated, it's like a slow death where you know what's going to happen, but it's happening so slow. And it's so painful to watch, because right now, none of those teams realistically, they're realistically done. They're not going to get in, but they just keep hanging around just saying, oh, we still got a chance, like if such and such stops playing like such and such has been playing the entire season, we might can be better, like in the Saints case, we have the defense, but they don't have the offense. And the offense is so bad to where even that amazing defense can't do that. Matter of fact, this offense is so bad, the 2001 Baltimore Ravens defense wouldn't be able to win the Super Bowl with this offense. That's how bad it is. That defense wouldn't be able to get it done. And so this is awful. 80 says JB agrees. I'm just saying, like this is awful. Now, obviously, Taysom Hill, I mean, if he was there, at least he'd help run this clock out. But this has just been a joke. This is a joke. The Saints got to go down there. They got to do like what they do in college football when they go down there and send the recruits down to the home. They got to bring an in-home recruit for Drew Brees, convince this man to come out the booth, come out there and help. And if he says no, go reach out to Tony Romo next. Reach out to Tony Romo, try to bring him. If he says no, then just keep climbing up the ladder. Keep reaching out till you get anybody out there who's done anything in this league and try to bring them back. Josh McCown, heck, Luke McCown, anybody, shoot. But this is sad. This is sad. We've got the scout team quarterback out here. Here we go, 1st and 10 for the Dolphins. Tagovailoa takes the snap, going to hand it to Duke Johnson, and Duke Johnson picks up 3 yards off the left guard there. 2nd and 7 coming up here at the 43-yard line for the Miami Dolphins here. 7 minutes and 57 seconds left to go here in the 4th quarter. Let's see, Ben says this is why we don't need a 7th seed. And so there you go. You know what? Ben has a point there. I mean, because we all know that some years we do end up in a scenario where in the previous system where we had a Seattle team get in there at 7-9, although they were able to win that first game, but still 7-9 and all like that, even though they did win their division. So technically it wouldn't have mattered if it was 6 or 7. But yeah, ultimately. But I will say this, though. If they were to somehow get in as a 7th seed, though, and they ended up playing Tampa Bay and beating Tampa Bay once again, now that would be funny. So now we've got the horse collar called against the Saints here. Another 1st down. And again, it's still 7 minutes and 17 seconds left to go in this game. Saints with just 1 timeout. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10. I expect them to hand the ball off to Duke Johnson again and just keep this clock rolling. 7 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. All right, so let's see. Receiver goes in motion. Tua takes the snap, going to hand it to Johnson off the right side. He cuts it back in the middle there, and he's going to pick up about 4 yards on the carry. 2nd and 6 coming up. So we've got 6 minutes and 35 seconds left to go here in the 4th quarter. The countdown continues, guys. This will elevate the Dolphins to 8-7 here. Of course, they did beat the Baltimore Ravens head-to-head because we had that game streamed on this one, and they completely shut down Lamar Jackson in that offense. So this will move them up and replace Baltimore in that playoff picture there. Obviously, they got a tough one coming up next week against the Tennessee Titans. Tennessee, they have a lot in the line as well there. They want to make sure they go ahead and secure that division. So that's going to be a good one between the Titans and the Dolphins next week. Meanwhile, the Dolphins run the ball again. Duke Johnson gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the carry. So now we've got about 3rd and 6 coming up. Let's see. Ben says, I could actually see this Dolphins team beating the Titans in the playoffs. I guess we'll see next week. And so I see the Dolphins, they could definitely beat the Titans, and I think they most likely will beat the Titans in their regular season. But in the playoffs, if Derrick Henry comes back like they're saying he's going to do, if these two teams met in the playoffs, I would have to rock with Tennessee and that one. Now, I can't remember if the Dolphins are going to be at home, but then they're going to be down in Tennessee this week. But for sure, if Derrick Henry's out there and if he's definitely healthy, then I would have to give the edge to Tennessee if they met in the playoffs and stuff. But we'll see how that goes. I mean, because Tennessee, they have had some pretty impressive wins even without King Henry in that backfield. Because if A.J. Brown goes out there and looks like he did last week, that helps that team out a lot. Because he has to do a lot. Right now, Julio Jones, he's just a name. He's just a name. But I tell you what, though, nobody wants to be the team that ends up playing Indianapolis of all the current wild card teams in that AFC. I will say that. No one wants to be that team. Especially if we're talking about the first wild card weekend, too. It's very well possible now that because we're just pretty much killing time at this point. 4 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the fourth. Again, the Dolphins up 20-3. But it would be very interesting if somehow things worked out to where you had Indianapolis going down to Tennessee in the playoffs. You had New England going down to Buffalo, or either vice versa in the playoffs and all like that. And then for the third one, let's see who would be the third one. It would probably most likely be the Dolphins. I don't know, but if Baltimore did get in, if they ended up playing Cincinnati and stuff like that, if we ended up having every team, like two teams within the same division, play each other for all matchups, especially in the AFC, that would be extremely interesting if that happened. Oh, what a nice catch right there to pin them deep from their own 1 yard line. Wow. It's been a house party all day. I should say a fish tank party, actually, for those Dolphins. But, man. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. I remember back in the day when watching the Saints on a primetime matchup at home, back when they had Drew Brees, you would know that whoever they were playing, they were going to be in for a long night. And now it's the opposite. Us fans are in for a long night just watching that offense out there now. Man, how times have changed. This is why you got to make sure you have your quarterbacks in place for whenever you lose somebody, for sure. Now, I know Jameis was supposed to be that insurance policy, but yeah, ever since he's been hurt, this offense has been hurting. Let's see, they run the ball off the right guard. That picks up 2 yards. They're 2nd and 8 coming up from their own 3-yard line. Good old Dan Marino on the phone. I wonder if that's the Saints calling him, asking him if he's got any football left in him. 4 minutes and 5 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. Takes a snap. He's looking. He chunks it up there deep, and it is caught by the receiver, Humphreys. What a play. And so he's running, and he picks up about 56 yards on that one to take it to the Miami 41-yard line. Where has that been all game long? Where has it been? Cornerback misjudged that one completely, but great job by the receiver. He made the perfect adjustment on that ball and then kept his balance. That's what worked on that play. Wasn't so much the pass itself, but the adjustment to the pass. Meanwhile, Book, he's looking. He's going to scramble again, and he picks up about 1 yard. Ian Book is thinking about his family and friends that showed up to watch him get his first career NFL start. He wants to get a touchdown for them. Meanwhile, the Saints got a guy who's currently down right now, an offensive lineman. Medical staff looking at him, hoping that he's going to be okay. We're here in the fourth quarter, 3 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in this one. 80 says, when is JB making a Madden cover? You guys leave it up to me. I mean, y'all might see J.C. Jackson grace the cover if I'm the one that's making the cover. And so, I couldn't be the one. I probably would have went back to the old original Madden style when Madden used to grace the cover himself. I probably would have reverted back to that, put myself on the cover a couple of times. And everybody's like, who is this guy? What has he done? All right, here we go. 2nd and 9 coming up here. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in this one. All right, so here we go in the shotgun here for Books. Takes a snap. Dolphins sending 4. Books, he tries throwing a run there. Receiver tries to make the catch there. They're saying that's incomplete. 3rd and 9 coming up. Ady says that Jalen Hurts needs to cover. And so, yeah, not happening. Not happening this year. Not happening this year. Not happening. Maybe at some point in the future, but not happening. Here we go, 3rd and 9. Books takes it. Throws it. Incomplete. 4th and 9 coming up. 3rd down has just not been friendly to these Saints tonight. When you can't convert on 3rd down, you just won't win. Braden says that Derrick Henry needs to be on the cover. I like that, except for the fact that he was injured. But if we could have two guys on the cover, I say why not go Derrick Henry and Jonathan Taylor? Why not go those two? Why not go those two? I think that'd be a great way to go out. You get those two running backs and stuff on the cover. That's what it should be. I know two teams in the same division and stuff like that, but still, if I was making a game back around 2004, the year after both Steve McNair, the late Steve McNair, and Peyton Manning both won co-MVP, I would have went with both of those guys on the cover that year. And so, all right, so Braden agrees with that one. And so, yeah, that would be great to have those two guys be on the cover and stuff like that. It would be to see both of those guys. All right, here we go. 4th and 9 coming up. So the Saints have already burned their final timeout. Here we go, 4th and 9. Book takes a snap there. Pressure already in his face. And Book throws it. Picked off. Picked off once again. Will this be another pick six? And so they get brought down there, but that's it. That's a wrap. It was already over. And so, Book, this is one that's – you're not going to want to read that book again. I promise you that if you're Ian Book. You're not going to want to read that one again. Ben says, I think we need a Baker Mayfield Madden cover. Ben, why must you do that to me, Ben? Why must you do that to me, Ben? No way. I would not purchase Madden that year if they went that far and put that man on the cover. Unless we're trying to add a new feature saying how the medical staff is doing a terrible job in the NFL, I see no other reason to put that man on the cover. No other reason. No other reason. So they got Brissett in there, and they're going to hand the ball off to Duke Johnson once again off the left side, and he's going to pick up 5 yards on that carry, following the left guard. That's going to take us to just before the 2-minute warning, but they will have to run one more play. But nah, if we're putting Baker on the cover, man, we can put anybody on the cover. I mean, heck, why not go ahead and put Jamarcus Russell back on the cover? Even though he's not in the league. If we're going to put Baker Mayfield on the cover, then just go ahead and put Jamarcus Russell up there. Put Ben Roethlisberger up there if we're going to put Baker Mayfield up there if we're doing failures. Meanwhile, we hand the ball there. And so, matter of fact, if we're going to go that far, Ben, let's go ahead and put Baker Mayfield. Let's put Big Ben up there. Let's put Kirk Cousins up there. Let's put Sam Darnold up there. Let's put all 4 of them up there. I mean, because if Matt is just going to tell us, look, we're not – and if they did that, that would tell me that they're not going to update any features and all. Like, if they put those 4 on the cover, they're telling us, look, I don't care. You guys just going to go ahead and buy the game anyway, so we're just going to not go ahead and do anything. Absolutely. Let's see where we are right now, though. Let's see. Eddie says, yes, King Henry. And again, right now we're at the 2-minute warning. Dolphins leading this one 20-3. Dolphins have nothing to worry about other than just making sure they keep everybody healthy. Let's see. Who knows says Cooper Kupp on the cover. Cooper Kupp. That's interesting. You know, you think about all that he's done so far in this league and stuff. If we're going to go 2 guys and we're going with 2 receivers, I want to see Cooper Kupp and I want to see Devontae Adams, those 2 on the cover. I would love to see that. But that would not be bad. I wouldn't even thought about Cooper Kupp. 80 says, when is the next stream? The next stream is going to be Thursday. And so that's going to be the Michigan State versus Pittsburgh Bowl game that I'm going to be streaming on that one Thursday. That's coming on 7 p.m. Eastern time. So I'm going to be streaming that one on Thursday. So that's going to be the next stream there. Obviously Thursday, then Friday, we've got the college football playoffs and stuff. So we're going to get Thursday, Friday, Saturday, because the Buckeyes in Utah on Saturday, and then Sunday. And so then after that, if I'm really tired, I probably won't be able to do Monday Night Football next week, but I'll see. It'll have to be the day of. I'll have to determine if I've got enough energy left next week for Monday, especially since they're trying to put the Browns and the Steelers on for that one. So that'll be one that we'll have to see, but we're definitely getting from Thursday all the way through Sunday. Ben says we could do Mayfield and Heineke together. Man. If they did that, Ben, if they did that, I would say that Madden is cutting all kind of corners if they did that, honestly. But what I really wish, though, I really wish that NCAA football was coming out this year rather than, well, I mean, in 2022 as opposed to 2023. But we still got to wait a whole nother year before we get college football to come back. I cannot wait to have college football come back. In terms of the NCAA football series, although I know it's probably not going to be like it was back then, but we'll see how it's going to look since they're going to be returning back to action in 2 years. All right, but 2-minute warning left. Dolphins know what needs to be done. The Saints couldn't stop the time if they wanted to. They're going to toss the ball to Phillip Lindsay off the right side there, and he's going to pick up 2 yards on the carry. 1:50 left to go in this one. I blame the Saints for this one. You have to know that if you have this guy on the roster and all like that, you had to know this kid was not ready for tonight. You had to know that. Let's see. He who knows says throw Bruce Arians and Bill Belichick. That is actually, I do like that one. I feel like for Bruce Arians, though, I feel like we could probably go. I'm trying to think who's another coach in the NFC that would be another option that we could go. But, hey, that wouldn't be bad at all. That wouldn't be bad at all. And so look at that punt return goes to about the 39-yard line there. If I'm the Saints, just do the right thing. Do the right thing. Go ahead, go out there. Just take a couple knees. This one's over. You already lost. Just go ahead and accept it. Everybody can go home. Wow, a 7-game lose streak and a 7-game win streak? Wow. Talk about flipping your season all the way around. Somebody get his man Brian Flores a raise out there. 80 says, how do you think Nick Foles did starting this week? And so, I mean, you saw the Bears get the W. The name of the game is to, get the W and stuff. And so, I mean, Nick Foles, I still think that Nick Foles probably at some point early in the season was a better option, like early on for the Bears, especially when they played Tampa Bay. I would have started Nick Foles in that game, particularly just because of the history he has going against Tom Brady and stuff, and then not to mention the season before. But I think he did okay, the expectations wasn't too high for him, and they're not too high for him. All right, here we go, 2nd and 8. This will be the final play here of the game. All right, they hand it to him, and that's a wrap. That's a wrap. That's the game. So the Dolphins came down to New Orleans there, and they won 20-3. It was a complete domination from start to finish here, and this one is over. If you're the Saints, if you're the defense, you guys have been doing your job all year long. You can't do any more than what you've done unless you start having guys play two sides of the football. You can't do anything else. But, yeah, for Miami, those 7 in a row that they've won, that is big time. But we'll see how that win streak holds up against the Tennessee Titans next week, a team that is starting to play a lot better. And so let's see. He who knows says that I was just playing. And so, hey, you put Bill Belichick up there, I'm happy, even though he won't give the rights away. So that we'll just have a blank coach and all like that that's supposed to represent him. But because he won't give his likes and all of his rights over to the NFL so they can use him in the game. But I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I like the idea. Braden says, see you. Thanks, JB. Thank you for coming through, Braden. So, yeah, going to go ahead and end the stream. And again, guys, I'll have those streams set up by either Wednesday or at latest early Thursday, but definitely the next stream will be Thursday. Remember, it's going to be a bowl game, college football. So yeah, Thursday will be the next stream, guys. But appreciate you guys so much. Let's see. 80 says, good night, JB and everyone. Thanks for doing the stream. Appreciate you, 80s. Appreciate you. And so he who knows says, is that Thursday stream at night? Yeah, it's going to be at 7 p.m. Eastern time because that's the time that the bowl game comes on. So yeah, that one will be at nighttime for that one. So absolutely, absolutely. What I typically do is when it comes to Monday Night Football, Sunday Night Football, Thursday Night Football, those games are always around night times, whether it's 8:15, 8:20 p.m. Eastern. And then usually for college football, I stream those earlier in the days. But since we have a lot of bowl games and stuff, I just go based upon the games, and what time they come on. But Thursday will be 7 p.m. Eastern time. So, yeah, absolutely. And I'll have the stream set up, so you should get notified for it. But definitely be checking by Thursday morning, and they should be already set up by then. But I appreciate you for coming through. Thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate everybody for joining me. Thank you guys so much here. Sorry we had to sit through this one, and the Saints offense did not show up at all. But it was still better yet, still good for the Dolphins. They did a good job out there, especially against the Saints defense, putting up 20 points up there against this defense. But there you have it, 20-3 is the final score. And so, yeah, I appreciate you. Have a good night. Absolutely looking forward to seeing you guys Thursday. Take care. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream now. But thank you guys so much for joining, and see you guys next time.